Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Saga of Dice. This week, I'm joined by Christian and Riley from Winnipeg, the lovely Battered Bison TOs. It's nice to see you guys. How you doing?
Doing really good.
Doing good, real good.
Good. So this week we are going to be doing a Battered Bison list review, as it says on the tin. But first, let's talk about the rumor engine. Have you guys had a chance to take a look at it yet?
I did.
Only in the preamble.
Only in the preamble? Yeah, that's fair.
Did my homework right before the assignment was due.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I guess the first important question is, does it look like it's even Age of Sigmar? Which
it does.
Kind of. Yeah, it does. But, like, it's very basic. It looks like some sort of, like, leather scabbard with, like, a metal bit on the end and just, like, threaded rope just to, like, tie the leather together, I guess. Which could be literally anything. Like, I guess, Cities of Sigmar, maybe, if that's in the future at some point. Like, it just looks very clean and basic, so that leads me to believe that maybe it's that. I don't know, what do you guys think?
Could be Blood Bowl. Could be anything. Very basic.
Like I've painted a lot of scabbards, and I'm tired of them. But I don't know that I've seen any with the lacing on the edge, like the blade side or the sharp side of the scabbard.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird choice. You feel like every time you draw your sword, it would just slice the scabbard open. Like, it's kind of a weird thing.
Well, it's quick draw. Like, you just pull it really hard and pops open, kind of like a seed pod or something.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. One-time use.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, got to work on your arts and crafts after the battle.
Yeah.
It's a decorative sword, maybe. So
yeah,
it could be anything.
Yeah, this is one of those that's kind of like too generic to really get anything out of, I think. And then once we see what it is, it'll be pretty obvious. But also, I know that each of us has a drink tonight. Tonight, I'm going to be drinking some Shinobu. Oh, it's blending into the meat dimension. Sorry, Shinobu, which is like a Japanese blended whiskey, aged in Mizunara oak. Christian, what do you got?
Well, I actually have a Boulevardier, which is a cocktail made with local to Gimli Blender Select special release that I got from my neighbor, who's one of the tasters. Mixed with some Campari and some sweet vermouth, and leftover orange slices from the soccer game on Monday. So when you coach soccer, you have a lot of leftover orange slices. So got to use them up.
I didn't know that was a thing till this year.
Orange slices I feel like it's any sports game. I remember when I played football as a kid, definitely orange slices at halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm drinking some Jameson and some zero sugar ginger ale. Delightful.
Like chasing one after the other, or just like randomly intermingling?
I got a glass with a little funky floating ice cube, like reusable pineapple. There's an octopus and a cactus.
Oh, nice. I think Christian wins this one, to be honest. He's got like the local selection of liquor, he said a fancy name for the cocktail that I don't remember, but it sounded good, and he's reusing kids' orange slices, which is unique and fun. So
yeah,
there's something about me that is, no, I'm a tryhard in everything I do. Fall flat on my face most times, but definitely try hard.
If you tried hard doing it, yeah, that makes sense. Rob says
Rob's in the chat.
Yeah, Rob is in the chat. So he's going to bed pretty early tonight, which is why he wasn't able to join us. So everyone shame Rob in the chat. Make sure you add him and tell him that he's a bad person. I see Jason Mengelson in the chat.
Rob.
Hello. Braden.
Folks, we got lots of guys.
Yeah. Lots of people that are going to be at the tournament, which is fun. And then the other thing that's kind of happening in the news recently is we saw the new KO models. We got the Aether Chemist, or the Null Chemist, sorry. That weird, like, I don't even know how to read that silhouette. It's super odd. But it's definitely cool looking. I think it's the first KO model that doesn't have a beard? Question mark? Or even like a robot beard?
I guess they've had helmets, so there were some without beards.
Are there? Oh. That's fair. Then we've also got there's like the new Von Grimm Guild Skyfarers, as well as the what are these? The shooty ones. I don't know. I'm finding it very difficult to remember KO stuff because it's all just like generally like steampunk dwarf people and then like different varieties. But I don't know. Are you guys into KO at all?
I am a little bit.
Yeah.
I picked up a used army because I wanted to do some cool sculpting and cutting and gluing. Just haven't got to it yet, so I got a wonderful box from James sitting on the shelf.
Nice.
But
we've also got the
once you look at what is it, the little dudes, they're line troops. I think I have 60 of them on the shelf. Arcanaut Company. Yeah, there's 60 of them there. It's an overwhelming amount of Arcanauts.
Yeah, that is a lot.
So the new guys they're floaters, and they float with spears, or they float with guns? Okay.
Yeah, it looks like some of them are kind of like swashbuckler-esque, where they've got like a saber in one hand and a pistol in the other, and then the other ones have more like tools of some or like spears. So one's got like a trident. There's one with like a grappling hook. One with just like a big old gun.
More piratey.
Yeah, they are more piratey for sure, which is kind of interesting.
They've got tattoos.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Like old school sailor tattoo on all the dwarves in the army would be sweet.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And then they've got their faction terrain, I think. I don't think this is a manifestation.
No, it's
Port
manifestation.
of potty, as many people are calling it, because it's not a portal potty, and it's not a port out potty because it's flying. So it's just a tube in the sky for dwarves to take bathroom breaks in.
Is
Looks
it
great?
A relief tube.
manifestations or like their manifestations or terrain?
I'm pretty sure this is terrain.
I thought it was.
I think it's terrain.
Summonable manifestations.
It
It
might
looks
be.
like it's like
Oh no, this.
one of these drops.
Let's take a look. One second.
Let's take a peek.
It says that they nullify manifestations, but it doesn't say that they are manifestations. So that's kind of interesting. They're kind of leaning into like the anti-magic tech.
KO doesn't have a. Yeah, they don't have a huge number of priests, though, do they?
No, I don't think they have any.
There's only
spell in the model.
Huh.
Yeah.
So I think this is their equivalent. It's like they summon an ordnance drop, like in say Call of Duty. Boom, here's a weapon.
There must be something that they're adding to the army that gives them the ability to throw those things out there. Like a rule on a model of some sort.
Yeah, I'd assume so. Sigmar Scotty says 0 priests, and I think there's 0 wizards as well. It's just the spell in a bottle, like Riley was saying. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see like kind of how these interact. This also came in tandem like with the Kharadron Overlords book announcement, which is kind of interesting. Like the order of things is, I think, kind of surprising people a little bit. A lot of people were expecting Nighthaunt to be coming sooner, but
Nighthaunt's on the back of the rumor engine. If you look at the Adepticon one, they got pushed right to the back. So it's Deepkin, Korn, KO, Nighthaunt. So right now we're in order from what we've seen, technically.
Yeah. I think there was one, like at the first roadmap that they shared with people, this is out of order, but they changed what the roadmap looks like at Adepticon. And I think people are just remembering that initial roadmap, which is kind of what's throwing people off. But yeah, it looks cool. It's interesting that they're getting some more units. I like that they're getting the, whether it's terrain or manifestations or whatever these are, it's just cool that they get access to something. Whereas like previously they never had the ability to, I guess they had spell in a bottle, but it's like, I feel like people weren't usually taking that. Yeah, and it's once a game. Which doesn't feel super worth it with how easy it is to like kill or banish one at this time. But yeah, any final thoughts on the KO stuff?
I hope it doesn't shoot me off the table this weekend.
That's fair. I guess this specific stuff won't, because it won't be out yet. But
no, I'll be safe from this stuff. But those Marion Street Beatery guys are They have my number.
Pretty tough. The little tidbit, I was talking to Matt Rose at the Open. I asked them what's with the delay, and we're going to get a bunch of books, bang, bang, bang. And he did say, it looks like bang, bang, bang is on the menu for the summer because everything got delayed for outside reasons. So it'd be cool to see book.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of information to process all at once because this new GHB is like a new edition by itself. So everything meta-wise is already like really up in the air. And to get like books releasing just like constantly is going to really mess with stuff.
It'll be like the second half of third, like of the last year's third, where it was like 2 books a month for 4 months.
Yeah, I remember that. And sometimes 2 books at the same time, which was kind of crazy.
Yep, it was. Maybe we see that. I mean, 4 books over 2 months isn't terrible. I hope we get more stuff, but
yeah, we've been in a little bit of a lull. It seems like we got the new GHB, which is a huge. Actually, that's not. I shouldn't say that. We got all the Scourge of Gyran stuff and the new GHB. That's a lot of stuff to process, but like models and books wise, we're in a bit of a lull.
When was Gitz, the full release? No, Soulblight. That was the last book. So that was now 2 months ago.
I mean, it depends on if you count it as the army box or if you count like the full book release. Because I think the book release was only like a month.
Roughly a month ago, and then 5 weeks before that was the special box. So yeah, it's been 1 book in 2.5 months.
Yeah, that's not a lot. Not a lot indeed. But yeah, I guess we can move on to the topic of tonight's show. We're going to be covering not all. We probably won't get through all the lists, but as many lists as we can for Battered Bison, this is number 3. You guys have been doing this 3 years now?
Yes, sir.
Nice. It is a tournament in Winnipeg that's been going like generally late spring, early summer every year. And now it's up to just about 50 people, which I think is the biggest it's ever been, right?
Yeah, we went from 32 to 40 to we're at 47 currently. But yeah, 3 years plus RTTs and a double RTT in there too.
Yeah, that's very steady growth. I guess there's not like is it the only GT that happens in Winnipeg right now?
Yeah, since COVID, even before we're the first AOS GT in Manitoba, and then a brand in Manitoba has had 2 of their renditions, WCO in March, but yeah, ours has been June every year.
Nice. Also, thank you very much, Dom, for donating $2 just to say, "Damn, Christian, looking good."
Thanks, Dom.
Yeah. Chad is thirsty tonight.
As always.
It's the plaid.
Yeah.
Well, just wait. Once I finish this drink, I'll be down to my work t-shirt, and then after that, maybe I'll pour another.
That'll be $4.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's just going to keep exponentially increasing the more articles of clothing go away. But please don't actually do that because that's against TOS.
All right.
Yeah.
I will not do that. There was a lot of big words coming out of this Mennonite mouth. None of them have backing.
But yeah, we got a lot of people in the chat tonight. A lot of the Winnipeg locals, a lot of people going to the tournament. I see Devin Cortman popping in, who is not going, but he is here just to insult me, so that's nice.
Facts.
He says Carson is a Dirt Cities player now. Great. Nice.
Whoa.
How dare you? I'm bringing ogres to this event. Braden just renewed his membership with the message saying, as long as Riley keeps his shirt on.
For the love of the channel, I'll keep it on.
Do you have multiple layers going, or is it just the jersey?
Actually, Braden, you'd probably want me to take this shirt off. Look at what's underneath.
Now I'm curious.
An NPO underneath?
Maybe.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So the way that this is going to work is we've got this big fancy wheel here that neither of my 2 guests can see, so I'm just going to tell them what name pops up. But I will spin it, a name will come up, we'll take a look at the list, review the name, and do our best at reviewing the actual list as well. Before we kind of pop into that, what's up?
What are we going to chant for the wheel? Like, we're calling it Wheel of Bison? What are we calling it?
Yeah. Why not?
Sure.
Battered of Bison? I don't know. Someone in the chat come up with something better. We'll just do Wheel of Bison for now. Before we kind of kick off into that, is there anything else you guys wanted to say about the event before we really start?
I don't know, Riley, it's your baby. I'm just cooking.
Yeah, we got a lot of guys come from all over to it. We got guys from BC, 2 spots in BC, not just Vancouver. We got the Northerners coming too. In Prince George, we got guys from Edmonton, I think Calgary, Toronto, Saskatoon, Estevan, and Minneapolis. It's a good spread. So
yeah.
Who's coming from PG?
Robin and like 3 others.
Yeah, there's a bunch
sweet.
of them.
All right.
You also have
Sorry,
one
I've
person
been a little
from...
disconnected.
Oh yeah, you also have one person from Seattle. Yeah.
Yep, I'm picking up from the airport. That is true.
wow.
That's Josh. No, John.
John. Yeah.
John. Yes.
Yep.
Also, those guys flying in that are watching right now, send me your itinerary so I can pick you up, so it saves you an Uber.
Yeah, the nice thing is that the venue is like 7 minutes away from the airport or something crazy like that. Like, it's really close. Like, I know in Vancouver...
You're afraid of the stereo...
Sorry,
just Winnipeg stereotypes? Send Riley a message and he'll come get you, or I'll come get you.
Nice. Very kind of you guys. Very kind indeed. However, if you do beat them in the tournament, they will not drive you back. Anyway, let's spin for the first name.
No.
Wheel of Bison.
Of Bison!
Ooh, that delay. The first one is going to be Dallas Sigurder.
Oh, starting on top.
Part of the... Oh.
I'm going to open his list here.
It looks like the list is still locked. Oh, no, it's open. One sec. Just had to refresh. There we go. So we've got Sons of Behemoth. At least it's a quick one. That's nice. So Dallas is going to be running... So sorry. First of all, the list name, which is Terror from the Deep. All gas, no class.
It's pretty good, Dallas.
Dallas might be... Yeah, he's one of our classiest fellows, ironically. He's very supportive of the community. He's just like one of those guys you want to have around.
He gives so much back to the community. They actually, in Blood Bowl, had a tournament called the Dallas Cup, and they took all the money and extra money for rerolls and etc. and donated it to the Humane Society because he's that kind of guy. And he's so competitive that the first event we ever ran, an RTT, my buddy from Lethbridge, Kyle, was there. He's like, wow, 3rd round, it's getting pretty spicy over there. That's the top table. And I look, I'm like, no, top table's that way. That's Dallas and Lance playing. I'm like, listen to what they're saying, and they're yelling at each other. And he's like, hit me. Okay, now roll to wound me. I'm going to fail my saves. Damn it. I made them. He's like, what are they doing? I'm like, they're trying to lose because we always say with Battered Bison, the loser is the last place. We give them new dice. Your dice suck. Here's new dice. So the hardest fought match was trying to lose the first ever event. And that's Dallas in a nutshell.
Nice.
But what's he got?
Onto his list.
Oh,
so,
well, actually,
what are we
first
doing?
of all, rating his list name.
His name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So according to our very fancy chart here, which I'm going to show everyone real quick, this is good. I like this. I think I'm going to start us with an upper crust on this name. What do you guys think?
I agree with the upper crust. The irony and like the sarcasm based on the player just puts it right up there for me. It's like a nice garnish on that bag of trash.
Yeah, that's right.
I will third that one because he probably did this in 2 seconds and it just sounds perfect. There's no thought put into this. It's just boom, there it is.
Yeah, that's fair. Then as for his actual list, he's going to be running Sons of Behemoth, the Man-Skittle Mob, which I think is one of the new ones, right? I'm not actually sure what that does. Then he's got 2 regiments. He's got King Broad with the Scourge of Gairan Kraken Eater that is monstrously tough. And then he's also got the Gatebreaker Mega Gargant with the Scourge of Gairan Kraken Eater again with extra calloused feet. So the new Kraken Eaters are they the ones that can like teleport onto the board? Like they're the sneaky Gargants, essentially?
Deep striking Kraken Eater. Yeah, that's why terror from the deep.
Yeah.
Dallas is so excited about deep striking a Kraken Eater. He's been talking about it for weeks now.
And he's doing it
and
twice.
You got 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His battle tactics are intercept and recover in wrathful cycles, so I think he's kind of relying on you picking like a really backlined unit, thinking that you'll be able to kind of progress up the table and keep it safe, and then those Kraken Eaters are just going to plop down and absolutely dumpster whatever you put the treasures on. So it's pretty interesting. And then I think Wrathful Cycles as well is the...
I've played that combination a couple times. Yeah. That Wrathful Cycles is going to be... Yeah, it's going to be challenging having to be the underdog to fight for your second one.
Yeah, I think so.
That much model on the board taking primaries.
Yeah, especially
unless he goes second. If he goes second, they take objectives. He's got 2 in reserves, so he can't take the objectives. And then he's underdog fighting for that. So maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, interesting list. Good luck to Dallas. Hope to see you. Should I hold on to that list just because it might be in the like top list names, or should I kind of toss it aside?
I'll put it here.
All right,
I got a map.
Beefy's got it.
You got it.
I got it.
All right, so then the next name, Christian, if you could do the wheel chant for us, please.
What are we calling it? The Wheel of Bison? Did they come up with a better name?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Wheel of Bison?
It is going to be, speaking of the northern BC, folks, it's going to be Daryl Martins. Martins.
Pull it up. Boom. What do we got? Ooh.
Soulblight Gravelords. I see he is a bad person.
Soulblight?
He got...
very hater.
So, first of all, his list name is Winnerpegs? That's the list name.
What do we think?
I don't know. What do you guys go first? I already started.
I don't know. If my facial expression says it. I don't know. That seems a lazy attempt at Winterpeg.
Yeah, it's like winter.
I'm going to go lower bin on that one. Come on. I got more faith in the PG guys than Winterpegs.
I'll agree with
that. Now if you like curb stomp me and I will redact my statements if he beats me at the tournament. But
yeah, that's fair. Okay, so I guess lower bin. That's fair. I think it's pretty simple, but he understood the assignment at least.
Yeah, lower bin for me for sure. Yeah.
And moving on to the actual list, he's doing Bacchanal of Blood, which is like the vampires get +1 to wound when they charge and +1 to cast when they're not in combat. He's got some... Let's see what he's got. Belladama, which is going to be making the direwolves non-beasts with a spell, which is pretty cool. Some Baronites to do some pinning. This list has kind of got a whole bunch of different tools. It's got a Vangorian Lord with a whole bunch of Fellbats. Kritza, Zombie. It's almost like he's running a... It's not quite Highlander because there's multiple instances of each unit, but I don't think there's a single reinforced unit in this list, which is pretty interesting. It's just a lot of stuff.
That's going to be... what's his battle tactics?
The battle tactics are going to be Master the Paths and Attuned to Gairan, which I feel like is not unreasonable, as long as he can kind of secure that
I would
kill.
have expected. No, it's... Yeah. but he's got the Barrow Knights, and like they can do it. Yeah, no, this actually looks like a really fun list to play. Very hard to keep straight in your head. This actually
There's
looks
a lot
like a
going
ton
on.
of fun. Yeah, if he's got this figured out, it's going to break my brain trying to understand it from the other side of the table.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh,
It seems like
Rob
one of
left.
those lists that's
Hey,
just.
Rob.
Oh, bye, Rob. Thanks for joining. Seems like one of those lists that's just very like. It almost doesn't care what the opponent's doing. It's just trying to do its own goal throughout the game. So it's just going to be like recurring
It's
onto objectives and stuff like that, and just kind of like sneakily taking points away. Just all that sort of stuff. So it's neat.
yeah, there's nothing like
Yep.
obviously killy in a list, something that you need to worry about. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that can really drive you mental.
Yep. Cool. Well, best of luck, Daryl. Thanks for participating in the stupid naming your list game. We appreciate it. And on to the next.
Look forward to having you.
That's right. Wheel of Bison.
It's already in my head.
It's already in your head, yeah.
Ba-do-ba-do.
Next up is going to be a visitor from Ontario, Michael Simeon.
Oh, my balls.
Oh,
My balls, yeah.
I promise I won't cheat this time, Mike.
He's going to be running Aussie Arc Bone Reapers. That's pretty fun. Ooh.
Is it the same list he brought to the
guys does he have?
Open?
He's got no list name. Or the list name is just Aussie Arc Bone Reapers, which is...
He knows
Yikes.
that we're doing this.
Yeah, he knows.
Oof. Yeah. He knows. Okay, that's recycle. It's on the other side of the page.
Oh, damn. Jason, thank you so much for the Saga of Dice gift membership. And he just sniped Ledivicus, like, singularly, which is kind of crazy. With one.
Lodi.
Yeah. Well done.
Good guy.
That was a headshot. Damn. Yeah, thank you very much. And then,
Headshot.
so Michael Simeon, his list is going to be Mortisan Council. He's got Wrathful Cycles and Intercept and Recover, which I think is the same ones that we saw Dallas running. He's just got 2 packs of 4 Morghast Archai. He's got Catacros, an Ossifector, and 2 units of Tyrannic Cohort. So it's actually pretty lean. There's only 6 units in this list. I think Mortisan Council just is like +1 to cast on the Ossifector, if I'm not mistaken. So this is just like a big castle list. What's up?
But because he's on a recycle and didn't do the name game, we're not going to spend tons of time on him. My balls, you're
That's
out of
right.
here.
Yep, that's it.
Next name.
Get out of here. All right.
Get out of here.
Sorry, Michael. My balls. I'm closing your
No,
list.
you're not. Quit being Canadian.
Okay, sorry. Wheel of Bison. What's the next name?
We're a bison.
It's gonna be Dom Elson.
Oh, skip him.
Oh, skip
There's
him.
a hero.
Ooh, he's
I
running
want to
Daughters
mock
of
him.
Cain.
Can I mock him?
What the heck?
Hey, he is bringing Doc. Oh, here we go. What do we got? We got a good name here.
Ooh, do you want to read it out, Beefy?
Can I just say this list
nah.
sucks so much to play against?
Okay, the list will suck a lot, and I know his good buddy Owen is bringing his army, or half his army. I don't know, it's a lot. We got all praise to Dale Johnson. May his #1 ITC rank flow through me and channel a sacrament of blood, in brackets, or a 5-0 at least.
Yeah, I'd like to point out one thing. Is he said,
there's a lot going on there, and it doesn't.
yeah, he said and Sacrament of Blood, which like it's at least bringing him down 1 level in the bin, right?
Yep, no, can't overshoot.
We're getting grammatical on this?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, man.
Hey, have you seen? You've seen the NPO belt that he ordered, and there's a grammatical error on that.
No, I haven't seen it. I've never been at the top tables to win it, so I've never looked at it.
There's pictures. There's pictures. Because of this, like, who's Dale Johnson?
Dale Johnson is a member of my club he's kind of known for like a long time in the past bringing like witch elves and not Marathi specifically. So now that everything is kind of coming up such that looks like it's the optimal thing to do with Daughters of Cain, people have started kind of paying attention to him a little bit more. And he is also, I think he's number 1 ITC Daughters of Cain right now.
That would make sense.
Yeah, they played at. They
I'm
played
gonna
at the Edmonton Open.
Moldy Bits. I'm going Moldy Bits.
Moldy Bits.
Moldy Bits on this one.
I'm gonna give it a mid bin at least.
Well, I'm definitely biased.
There's a lot going on, but it's not like a.
Yeah.
It could be so much better to give like praise to Dale Johnson. Not take anything from Dale Johnson. He's probably upper bin kind of guy, but it's not. The name doesn't have much going on. There's no flair, no finesse. Raccoons ain't gonna eat that.
Yep, that's fair. Also, important thing I forgot to note: Dale Johnson is the host of Cake or Death, as well. He runs those tournaments.
That's where I know his name.
Oh,
mm-hmm. I met him. I met him last week. Great dude.
Yep.
Two weeks ago.
Yeah. Also, Dom.
I'm gonna go mid bin because it's creative.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with mid bin. I rate it there as well. So through Power of Democracy, it is mid bin. Sorry, Riley. Dom also paid $2 to say
majority rules.
Dom also paid. He keeps paying $2. So the first $2 is that belt was ordered correctly. I have receipts, and then the second $2 says Riley's bits are moldy.
I mean,
maybe.
I feel like
I could just see in the comment section tonight. This would be enjoyable.
Yeah.
One, Dom has never seen my bits. Two, the proof's in the pudding, Dom. Your belt's fucking spelt wrong. James, bring it back this weekend, and we'll see it, and we can all laugh about it over a beer.
Okay, so
beers.
Onto the actual list.
You got it, or you want me to do it?
If you want to take a crack at it, go for it.
So I played this list 2 days ago, if you guys want.
Yeah.
I played against it. Basically, it is a blender of death, and if you can't get into it before it gets into you, you are epically fucked. Dom destroyed my army in 2 turns, forgetting to roll all his dice. Instead of rolling 81 dice, he rolled 41 dice for a full unit of Witch Elves.
Something you do.
And I didn't do anything. I did nothing wrong. I played a tight game. But with the movement and the ability to bring things back, just the volume of attacks is oppressive. And that he's just going to try and castle up real hard, pick his fights, and tear you apart piece by piece. That's basically what this list does.
Yeah, it's pretty horrifying.
Paul says it gets every rule. Have fun.
Yeah.
Here's the list.
Dom is the nicest person to hurt you.
I feel like Dom owes me a revenge for sure. After the Edmonton Open.
Yeah.
Because he was
so pumped to like match down a bracket, and then he's seen Carson's name. He's like, "Damn it!"
Yeah, he just kept saying, "This is the darkest timeline. This is the darkest timeline." Because at the Edmonton Open, so I was going into round 5 3-1, and he was going into round 5 4-0. He gets the pair down into me, and like a crab in a bucket, I just grab his ankle and pull him back down to having a loss, just like me. He didn't get me anything.
Big ankles.
It just took something away from him. Yeah.
Okay, here's the list.
Mabal said it right. There's every rule in this list. Yeah.
It's kind of shit. But 3-drop, Doc, or Shadows, Blood Shadow Rights. He's got the Dog Manifestations and the Mannies. He's got Attuned to Gairan and Scouting Force for Battle Tactics with a lot of infantry. Makes sense. Scourge of Gairan, Karutha the Crone Seer, who's a general. Shadowstalkers. Witch Elves with paired weapons, reinforced. Regiment 1 will be the Queen on the Cauldron Blood, with the Zealous Orator and the K-Knight Pendant. Doomfire Warlocks, blasting everywhere. Sisters of Slaughter with Bladed Bucklers, reinforced, and times that by 2. And then the last regiment is the Scourge of Gairan, Bloodback Shrine, some Heartrenders, and some Life Takers for all the Canary in your life. He's got spread. He's got lots of things, a lot of foot troops, a lot of mobility, a lot of things. But also, his castle army is huge.
Yeah.
But he's got things on the flanks. So he's going to come at you from all ways. And like people have said, there's a lot of attacks, there's a lot of dice, a lot of rules. Getting rituals off, getting spells off, getting the abilities off. He can just make some units, put all his eggs in one basket.
Yep.
It'll be tough.
One, the Sisters of Slaughter with Blade and Buckler are just natively -1 to hit. They're a paper screen, but they're just -1 to hit. Can't do anything about it. And they come back.
Come back.
Is Arena Fighters? That's or Arena Veterans rather. That's the 5-up ward until they fight, right? Or is that something else?
Arena Veterans is for the rest of the battle. Friendly dock infantry units have 5+ ward until they have used the fight ability.
Yeah. So they're not only are they going to be extremely blendery, but when you go into them, they're going to be even tougher and -1 to hit and wound, and probably no commands. And then they're going to punch the crap out of you back. So it's a lot. I think the way to deal with this is usually really good shooting. Yeah. But with this GHB being what it is, obscuring rules are pretty crazy. So you might not have the opportunity.
That many guys.
You'd be surprised.
Like reinforced units.
I think you'd be surprised because it is only 60. It's only 60 witches, right? That's 60 wounds on like a 5-up essentially, or 4-up. It's not that much.
Yeah, but your bubble abilities have to be by the shrine, so you'd be in a tighter bubble, and you won't be by all the terrain and all the everything else. So yeah,
but yeah, very powerful.
Some will be obscured.
If you play a shooting army, it's possible. Yeah,
KO might rip that to shreds in some missions.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty dang good. Best of luck to Dom. Not that you need it with a disgusting list like this. Yeah.
Fucking meta player.
Yeah, what a jerk.
I mean, sorry, that's a bit too crass, but such a meta player. Slaves to Darkness with Bellicort, then to Witch Elves. I thought he was a good player, not just a guy that got the best armies.
Christian, when did we allow Esteban players to only play meta lists?
When we stopped being able to beat them with the off-meta lists. That's basically what happened. They realized the key to doing us was just to play better. Yeah. That's big words coming from me, but maybe it's reasonable. So
let's go ahead here.
We moving on to the next one?
Let's do it. I will spin the wheel.
All right.
Dan, you haven't seen me yet. Wheel of Bison.
Ooh, it's gonna be me.
Skip.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so I have, before I show the list name, I have to abstain from judging the list name because it is my list. So it'll be purely your guys' votes and the chat. Dom has paid another $2 saying we are the meta.
But you
How's
didn't
that
win.
0-6 going, bud?
Yeah. Please tell me your record from the World Champions for Team Canada.
Ouch.
Okay. Right. What do we got, Christian?
It looks like we've got Morgan Spurlock ain't got shit on these dads.
One? I don't know who the Morgan Spurlock is.
Thank you. I don't know who that.
So Morgan Spurlock is the guy that made the Super Size Me documentary where he ate McDonald's hamburgers every single day for a month. That, I don't know if you guys remember that. It's a deep cut.
Yeah. Ogres are more than a month dad bod, so that makes sense. And because it's very plain Jane, I think me and Christian know where this is going. In the BS. The bison shit. The bottom of the barrel.
Ooh. Ouch.
Really? We're being that cruel to Carson who's flying halfway across the country?
We gotta be harder on you.
That's fair.
Okay, yeah. So, lower bin? Lower bin?
BS. Let's go bison shit. The first bison shit's gonna be Carson because
BS. We'll go BS
last year, and his name is BS. Bison shit. It's below the lower bin.
We're just being cruel, is what we're doing. All right. So Carson, you lose because you won last year. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you. Braden paid $2.79 just to say upper bin, so take that. But let's move on to the list.
Braden, I don't see your face on the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay.
Riley, can you explain this list? Because I know nothing about ogres.
I got
other
it.
than
I got
Carson wields them.
Let me guess. Is this the same list you brought to the Open? Or no? Because
it's different. Yeah, it's different. Much different.
Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so I'll read it out, and then Carson can explain what it does. We got the Maw Path Menaces, 3-drop with the lore of Maw magic. We got Everwinter Prayers. We got the Aether Wrought Machineries for the manifestations. We got Restless Energy and Wrathful Cycles. General's Reg, Slaughtermaster, General, and some Nobblers. Carn's favorite. A Butcher in the second reg with the Mage Swallower and Gruesome Trophies. He's got Nobblers again and a Gorger Mobpack who are sick. Regiment 2, Bloodpelt Hunter, Touched by the Everwinter. Iron Guts Reinforced, Gluttons Reinforced, and a Scourge of Gairan Iron Blaster with the Maw Pit. Take it away, Carson.
Before I explain it, what's like the initial first impressions that you guys have on that list? Like, what is it doing?
You like Nobblers.
Thanks.
Yeah, it looks like it's screening out something. Like your Nobblers and your... Yeah, it looks like you're just trying to shoot people and then punch them in the face.
That's fair.
You're less bodies and wounds than the Open because you had 200 and some wounds? Question mark. So this is less. You get some more characters in there. I don't know what the new Iron Blaster does. So
yeah, I'll explain it. So I guess
you're screening out, coming like full out like a castle.
Sort of. So there's a couple things going on in this list. Number one is the new Maw Path Menaces, which is one of the Scourge of Gairan battle formations. What that does is every enemy charge phase, it's an ability that I can use on any ogre infantry where I roll a dice and on a 3-up they get to move that many inches, and if they end in combat they count as having charged. So what I do is I set up just a line of screens with like an absolute dump truck of ogre dad bods sitting like 6 inches behind it. Then someone charges into the screens to try and clear it. I roll the 3-up. I walk just barely within 3 inches of that enemy unit with like one model, so that you can get like one model swinging into me, but I count as having charged. So you have to kill mostly my screen and then put like one model's attacks into my dudes, and then I step forward and just like absolutely annihilate whatever was killing my screens in the person's own turn. So that's like the tech piece number 1.
Oh yes, we got like...
Tech piece number 2 is I've decided to bring the the Bloodpelt Hunter, which basically every enemy movement phase, if he's outside of 9 inches of enemy units, he just gets to move, and he can go 6 inches, and then that in combination with a redeploy and what I call Burger Lust, which is the Maw Path Menaces ability, he's basically going an average of like 13 inches in your opponent's movement phase, or in your opponent's turn, which can really mess with like objective capping and stuff like that. I've got an Iron Blaster, which the special thing about that is in my turn it gets +1 attack and crit 2 hits, and it's flat damage 5. So it ends up being 3 attacks, 3s and 2s, crit 2 hits, Ren 2 5 damage at 18-inch range. So it's just like cannoning something off the table most of the time. It does between like 5 and 30 damage. It's silly. It's a lot of damage. So that's kind of the pressure to bring someone closer to me so I can do that little Burger Lust trick that I was talking about. And then I've also got, just reinforced Iron Guts and Gluttons, which are the hammers in the list. And then I've also got the Butcher for some anti-ward tech and +1 to hit against heroes and monsters. And then the Gorger Maw Pack is like the deep strike, like backlines tech. And then as for why I took Restless Energy and Wrathful Cycles, it's because those are like the have more objectives than your opponent and take 1 objective from your opponent. So that's like 2 guaranteed tactics every game. And then depending on how the game is going, if I'm like underdog, I can go one path, or if I'm not underdog, I can go the other path. So I figured like I'm not planning to score all 6 objectives. I'm planning on doing like 4, if that makes sense. But very consistently.
Yeah. I tried
So you have a
playing
Patty
that
Walk
combination with
Grant.
Iron Jaws and found it challenging to line up together the restless energies and wrathful cycles.
Yeah. That's fair.
But it really doesn't matter if you take everyone off the table.
Yeah, that's true too. But yeah, I kind of figured like intercept and master the paths were like very win more battle tactics. It's like if I'm already pummeling my opponent, I get to score all of them, and it's like I don't need to score all of them in that case anyway. But with these two, I found that it's like when I need to be scoring tactics, they're not like causing me to do things that might cost me the game, if that makes sense. And then I can kind of like work my way through them throughout the game and kind of stay on equal footing with my opponent. But in a situation where I do absolutely pummel someone, I'm not scoring all 6 tactics. So, we'll see how it goes.
But you're still pummeling them.
Oh, I'm learning tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. It's going to be great to be TO because I can just learn all this stuff and take notes and learn later. So you got the Patty Walk Prance going in with all the extra movement shenanigans to walk into combat, get your bonuses in combat, and tie guys up in combat, but also have your nobbler screens where they have to put most of their attacks into. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. It's weird having ogres with movement shenanigans.
Yeah, like it's kind of the complete opposite of my worlds list, where the worlds list was just like here's 220 wounds, where 60 of it you have to just like chew through screens, and then the other, what is that, like 160 you have to just like get face slapped by 36 gluttons. Whereas this is like it's weird and techy, and it's not relying on like just brute force. So I'm trying to get cute, I guess, and I'm hoping it doesn't bite me in the ass. But yeah, that's that. On to the next list.
It's a good list. It's interesting. We'll see how it pans out. Wait, prediction time. Christian, what do you predict he will end up at the tournament? Win-loss record.
Carson?
Yeah, with this list.
Shoot, I haven't looked at the roster close enough. Well, I don't have a lot of faith in lists making the outcome of the tournament. But knowing what I know about Carson, I would say Carson's fairly confidently a 4-1.
Yep, I agree with that. 4-1-5-0. We'll see. Cool. And Carson, how many reps have you had with this list?
Not a lot, like 5 or 6.
Okay.
I see Christian laughing. The next list name is Joe Crier.
There's gonna be 3 guys, 5-0.
Mathematically, there should be 2 5-0s, aren't there?
Oh yeah, 2 because 48 would be 3, but it's 47, so yeah, 2.
Joe Crier, whose list name is Burning Battle Chicken, battles burning competitors by bonking with big burning bonk sticks.
A lot of bees.
Yep.
I believe that's called alliteration.
Yeah, I have one piece of advice for you, Joe. Always avoid alliteration.
BBC.
Is there a backstory behind that?
No, it's just I'm contradicting myself by AAA, right? Anyway, moving on. What do we think of the list name?
I really like it. That's why I was giggling before I saw Joe Crier. And yeah, it's a good list name. I like the list name.
Skimming his list, it makes sense. Burning. A lot of burning on the army. Battle Chicken, Lord Change. Burning competitors. Yeah, you can wildfire them. Bonking with big burning bonk sticks. Yeah, because of that makes sense. Yeah, it's good. Nothing crazy. Not a 5-0, but it's good.
What do we think of this? Upper bin?
If I may take the first leap, I think upper bin. That's right up there.
Bin? Okay. For bin for Joe K.
All right. You keeping track of that, Riley?
I am, yeah. I got the list.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Does anyone want to explain this list?
You're welcome. I play Zinch. I can do it. We got the Weird Flame Host, some more burning, 4 drops, Spell Lord's Lower Change for 30 points. Manifestation is Morbid. Conjuration, we got Intercept and Recover and Wrathful Circles again. Wrathful Circles, or Cycles, sorry. Lower Change, General, the Baleful Sword, Illusionist, and the Mutating Blade. The Mutating Blade is, instead of 4 attacks, you get 2d6 attacks. I've played this list once with that. I rolled Snake Eyes. Great. Then you got a Chaos Spawn of Zinch. So when you start turning guys into spawns, it respawns. So it's because you can't have like summonable units anymore. So you have that. So you can keep popping guys into to turn to spawns. Flamers Reinforced, just more shooting power. Scourge of Gyran Acolytes Reinforced. They're not bad right now because they're cheap. They have more attacks. They're okay. Like for a shaft unit, like they're not bad. They're average. They're not plague bearers, but they're not as bad as they used to be. Regiment 1, you get the Fate Scammer, the Herald of Zinch on Burning Chariot. I don't really know what this is doing here. You got a Changecaster, which is decent. He had some buffs with a buff for is a -1 hit or +1 hit. And then he also adds, and I'll check right now. I just ran him. He's actually decent to run. Disciples of Zinch. War Scrolls. We're looking at the Changecaster. He has a little bit of shooting, like 3 attacks, 4s, 3s, 1 rend, D3 damage. Or sorry, that's his combat. It's 3 attacks, 4s, 4s, 1 rend, D3 for his shooting. His passive attack is each time a demon unit rallies, 3 additional rally rolls. So not flat 3, but you got to roll 3 more dice. So for the horrors would be great. And add 1 to hit for combat attacks made by friendly units to target a burning enemy within 12 of this unit. So in the +1 to hit without doing all attack. So he's not bad. It's in the backfield, a little bit of bonus there. And he comes with 2 reinforced units of blue horrors and brimstones. So when the blue horrors are dying, they're turning into brimstones. You rally them back as blue horrors. They die again, turn into brimstones. So it's a decent thing. But the Fate Skimmer, I don't really know what it does because nobody's brought that forever. Its abilities is pick 3 burning units within 12, inflict 1 mortal damage on each. End of any turn. Okay. And the Wake of Fire is pick an enemy unit that you flew across, roll a dice on a 3+, you get burning. Not bad. Its range of weapon is 3 attacks. Yeah, like basic burning weapons and anti-monster on its screamers for +1 rend, but 1 damage. Okay, it's okay. If we can just make more things burning and then pop more and more mortals at the end of it.
Yep. Yeah. Makes sense. I know that there's that German list where they took 14 Fate Skimmers, I think, or something crazy like that, where they had like all of the stuff passing over and then all of them dealing 1 mortal wound at the end of the turn. It would just like shred something essentially. So if you weren't prepared for it would really get you.
Wasn't it like 22 mortal wounds or something? Someone did the math. There's 22 mortal wounds at the end of turn.
Yeah, because every burning unit is taking D3. So you pass over their burning and they take a mortal wound D3 1. They don't do much by that, but also you got to heal the burning before you heal up any damage taken. So a rally is only good for 1 of those. And you jump over top of it again.
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be interesting list. It's tactical. 4 drops, so he's probably getting that reroll dice. And Weird Flame Host, just so we know, is subtract 1 from wound rolls for attacks made by burning enemy units. So everything burning is -1 to.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So far, I'm excited about the amount of like reasonable tech that is coming this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that's
Yep.
new GHB. Obviously, nothing's going to be predictable and understandable right out of the gate, but I'm looking forward to learning a lot this weekend and getting kind of shit canned a few times.
I'm just looking at the chat. Best name, sure. And can you play this in 3 hours? Yeah, Joe plays a lot of games, either events in Minneapolis or TTS. So I don't have an issue. I don't see an issue him going to time. I played him with a huge game. We played tight, and we finished it 2.5, and that's with 5 rounds. Yep.
Nice.
Cool.
On to the next name.
Next
To
name
the wheel.
of.
Oh god, the latency's ruining this. It's gonna be Graham Martin.
Oh, Gray.
Gray. Oh, Gray. He was just Gray. There was at the Open. I played him round 1. Both come from Winnipeg, and we're lining up.
I'm surprised. Did he play Skaven at the Open?
Nope, play Night Haunt. He's rocking Night Haunt right now. This is a new list. I think it's similar, he said, but with the new rules, things have changed. Great opponent, and it was a great round 1 game against my Deepkin. Christian, take it away.
Well, Gray's a great guy. He hosted me during our league this winter. I proceeded to enter his living room and kill, I think it was 240 points of clan rats, or 240 wounds of clan rats, and he was still gracious enough not to like murder me and hide me in the basement. So there is only death and the fear of it, unless you're hanging out with Gray because he's a sweetheart.
I forgot that was the list name for a second, and I thought you were just saying that there's only death and the fear of him. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I didn't look at the list name.
My God.
Oh, I'd have to be witty to pull that off.
Yeah. There's this dear friend of mine, and he invited me into his home. There is only death and the fear of it. And you're like, oh God. But yeah, that's a good name. It's thematic. Good name. Not funny.
Christian made it better. I like it.
Yeah. What do we think?
I'd say mid-bin. It's very on the nose for Night Haunt.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
Mid-bin sounds fair.
Mid-bin crusty, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Done. Then as for the actual list, does anyone have any particular desire to explain it? Otherwise, I can just go for it.
Carson, it's all you.
Sounds good. I don't remember what Vanishing Phantasms does, so if someone can look that up for me real quick, that would be great. This is a 2-drop list. He's going to be running 1 regiment with Reichner the Grimhauler, who's going to be casting, usually better casting on +1 to cast and +1 power level if he does a damage to himself. Then he's got a block of 20 Blade Geists, a block of 10 Hex Wraiths. He's got the Scourge of Gyren Kurdos Valentian, which I think has got the no commands tech, which is actually quite good. You can pick a unit and then whatever is in combat with that unit doesn't get to use commands that combat. Blade Geist Revenants again reinforced, Dread Scythe Harridans, and then a Scourge of Gyren Black Coach, which I can't quite remember what it does. Let's take a look at what Vanishing Phantasms does, but so far this looks just like a very classic Night Haunt list. What's up?
Vanishing Phantasms is pick a friendly Night Haunt unit that is not in combat to use this ability. Remove it from the battlefield and set it up again on the battlefield more than 9 inches from all enemy units.
Okay, so he gets a teleport. Interesting.
Just a free old teleport if he's not in combat.
Interesting. And then the new Black Coach is a little bit hittier, I think. I think it can cast? If I'm not mistaken.
No.
Let's see, it's got 1 ability, which is the once per turn army in a hero phase. Pick an objective you do not control for the rest of the turn. While enemy units are contesting the target objective, they cannot score critical hits. That's pretty good. And then once per turn army in a hero phase, pick one of the following effects to apply for the rest of the turn. This unit It's melee weapons, including companion, have crit mortal, or pick a friendly Nighthawk unit wholly within 12. Each time they use the rally command, they do 3 additional rally points, or this unit has Wizard 1. Okay. And then the last abilities for the rest of the phase add 1 to the number of dice rolled when making charge rolls for this unit. So basically, it gets 3d6 charge. It's like an anti-crit mortal wound tech, essentially. So if it's going into Chosen, like offensively, it's really good. And then the last one is, it's just like generally a tech piece, which is kind of interesting. So this is a pretty neat list.
It's a Swiss Army knife. It can do whatever it wants, really.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that combined with the new Kurdos, I think is pretty interesting. And what's even more interesting is that this list doesn't have the run-in charge. So those Blade Geists are just kind of trapped on 8-inch move, or if they teleport outside of 9, there'd be a 9-inch charge. So it seems very like you have to do something about me, as opposed to it's going to come and slap you in the face. Which makes a lot of sense because it's got the Nexus of Grief, which I believe shuts off commands, and then there's a lot of recursion in Nighthaunt too. Like, he just gets models back at the end of the turn. He has a spell that heals wounds, and then he's got a better rally with his Black Coach. So if you don't kill Bladegeist Revenants in one turn, they're probably going to recur almost back to full by the next time you see them. So it's pretty scary. But Balls brings up a good point, which is that you can teleport the Black Coach and it gets a 3d6 charge, so that's also quite good. 3d6 charging on 9 inches is pretty easy, so... but yeah. Yeah, scary list.
So I gotta find an army that has fun things to do in it.
I thought you found one. Orcs.
And then he's also got Intercept and Recover and
let me
Scouting
show all
Force.
my wrinkles of... Okay. So you got enough models to do Scouting Force effectively?
That's what I was wondering
enough
too.
Units?
Because he's got the Harridans, the Revenants, Hex Wraiths, and Revenants. So he's only got 4 units, which is a little bit light when it comes to Scouting Force. Because that means that if any one of those units dies, then every single like non-hero unit in his army has
You're not engaging.
Yeah, it can't engage. So yeah, that's interesting. Cool. Well, best of luck, Graham. On to the next one.
Good luck, Graham.
Onto the
wheel.
Ooh, so close.
Wheel of Bison.
It was almost Christian, but instead it was Conan from Prince George.
Conan?
Actually, it's Conan.
Is he a barbarian? Oh.
Apparently not.
Yeah. Is he a barbarian?
Yeah, Conan the Barbarian. Yeah, that's right.
Like Babar, like the elephant?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So the list name is...
He's got...
Wait. Sorry?
What's his list name?
The list name is Reject Spooter, Return to Woof.
But it's not Return.
I know.
Vern?
Return. It's fine. So if you want some history on this list name, previously he played like all spiders, like a Ragnarok gets. And his list name was Reject Modernity, Embrace Spooter. And now it's Reject Spooter, Return to Woof.
So he's playing a lot of wolves, I'm assuming.
Yes, exactly. There you go. Oh yeah, the fuzzy spider. That's right.
Fuzzy spider. It's fuzzy. There's more tufts on the model than the model's worth.
So, how do we... Based on the history, what do you guys think?
It seems like it's an inside joke.
I like it because I know the history, but as two people that don't know the history, I'm curious what you think.
Lower? Rejects Spooder Spud R Retven to Wolf.
So as soon as I read the name, I knew this was going to be a wolf heavy list. Kind of like it. I'd throw this mid bin myself, just because it's got history, and we know it's going to be wolves.
Yeah, mid bin.
Cool. Sounds good.
This is
Mid-
Conan the Barbarian. Yep.
Yep.
My question is,
what's up?
I'll go do the list, then I'll say my question.
Sure. So he's running Sunbiter Pack, which basically, in the combat phase, you can pick 3 friendly Git mob units that charged and add 1 to the Ren characteristic of their companion weapons. So he's got the Sunsteel Wheelas, he's got the Snarl Boss on War Wheela, the Snarl Pack Cavalry, the Snarl Fang. He's got lots of choices that if they charge, they'll be at +1 Ren for their wolves, which makes them a little bit more scary because they're Ren 0 base, which kind of sucks. Then he's got Drogs to Sun Choppa, which basically if you're within 6 inches, you can't use the all-out attack command and you're -1 to hit, which is a really good defensive tech piece. And then 2 packs of Reinforced Snarl Pack Cavalry, which I can't remember if those are the ones that move in your opponent's movement phase or not. Let me just check real quick.
I know right now.
Actually, yeah, you guys find out and then I'll keep going. He's got a Snarl Boss on War Wheela, which I'm not sure exactly what that does, but Loon Touch makes it a wizard. 2 Doom Diver Catapults. An important note is going to be that special, like, reducing Ren to re-roll hit rolls is once per turn army wide, so he can only do it for 1 of them, unfortunately. The other one is just going to be its base profile. He's got a unit of Sunsteel Wheelas, which I think will be 4.
That's my question.
With chariots in 1 unit, which is kind of crazy. And those will do like pass over mortal wounds. They're super fast. He's got a Frazzle Git Shaman on War Wheela with a Clammy Cowl, which I think is -1 to hit, and then 2 packs of Snarlfang Riders. A Snarl Boss, a Wolf Git Rev. There's a lot of stuff in this. Lots of wolves in here. Really cheap, not particularly tanky, but just like fast and chip damage.
The Snarlfang Riders, if it's not in combat, it can move D6 in enemy movement phase, but it cannot end in combat. So it's not Bloodlust or Burgerlust.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so he's got 2 Snarlfang Riders and then 2 packs of Snarl Pack Cavalry. So he's got a decent amount of shooting. He's extremely mobile. He's going to be doing some movement tech to kind of like take objectives from you in your own turn. So this is neat. I like it. Yeah.
It is. And Ren 3 shooting on 1 unit to maybe 2 to maybe 1. Because it's really weird to re-roll a reroll, but I was there and Matt Rose came up and he's like, this is how it goes because it's sequencing.
Yep.
But yeah, you can only do one catapult could do it. So
yeah, exactly. And yeah, you technically have to roll the attacks 1 at a time.
It can be really effective at like sniping a turtle. No.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, good list. Really good. And it's good to see more of the wolves out there.
Yep. Very cool. He's got attuned to Gairan and Scouting Force, which definitely capable of doing Scouting Force. 100%. There's plenty of stuff in this list that can
he's got the bodies.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
attuned to Gairan just makes sense.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing is he can put his 2 Snarlfang Riders like in the center for the 2 in the center bit of that, and then in the opponent's turn they just move backwards and just leave.
I got it wrong. Sorry.
They have to retreat.
Wrong unit. No, wrong unit. Sorry. The Snarl Pack Cav, which he has, is not the 3-pack, it's the 2-pack. And if it's charged, it can strike first and also has a passive ability. Add 5 to the control score if it has charged. So that's what you're doing. Strike first when it charges. 3 attacks each on the jaws. Be Ren 1, damage 2, and 4 attacks each on the pointy skewers at Ren 1, damage 2 on the charge. So could do something, especially with 4 of them, because they're 2 in a unit. No, 3 in a unit. So reinforce would be 6. So that's it could be a lot of dice thrown at you for 2 and 2 damage.
Yeah, he actually has both Snarl Pack Cavalry and Snarlfang Riders. Just the Snarl Pack Cavalry are the reinforced ones. Like the fighty ones he has more of, and then he's got minimum size units of the move in the enemy movement phase 1. So yeah, really tricky list. I like it.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, versatile. It's nice.
Cool. Best of luck, Conan. Next list.
Can't wait to see it.
Oh, it was almost Riley. It's Robin Miller. We're getting all the PG guys.
Oh.
Robin. Let's go to the page 2. There's Robin Miller.
Oh, he's rocking the Hedon Knights, eh?
Okay.
All I see on his list is winner, winner,
Perfect.
winner. I didn't know you could do that. Robin wins.
Oh man. I'm sorry.
Those who don't know, this fine gentleman is our friend KO from our club NPO. He unfortunately can't be there this weekend, but now he can. And that is probably his best picture you'll ever see.
This is why you allow
Oh man, it just goes...
image list submission instead of text. This is the reason. All right.
We're onto something big here, Robin, and you always just come to left field.
And the list name, too.
Oh, you're good.
Oh.
The list name is a high glucose.
Oh, and he's got faction terrain.
A high glucose corn syrup is his list name. That's good.
Yeah, gonna put Robin at the 5-0 and up from there.
Yeah,
that's real good.
Oh shit!
Fuck, Robin.
It was halfway through my laughing attack there that I saw the high glucose corn syrup. I just saw the dumb face and just, oh man, that killed me.
You didn't even need a name.
So good. No, it's KO.
Thanks, Jason. Oh my god, I'm screenshotting this one.
Perfect. All right,
right now.
I'll quickly run through the list. It's pretty simple. He's got Seeker Cavalcade, which is going to be the retreat in charge for his cavalry subfaction, which he only has one minimum size unit of, which is kind of weird. He's got 2 drops. It's going to be Lore of Extravagance and Manifestations of Depravity. He's got Glutor Soscolian, as the list name promises. He's got a unit of Reinforced Myrmidesh Painbringers. He does have tactics, Alec. There's pictures of them, which is kind of weird. He's got a minimum size unit of Slickblade Seekers, a Keeper of Secrets, which can be, I think, recurring the Slickblade Seekers, or is that just Seekers that he can recur? Because they're not demons. But the Keeper of Secrets is strongest alone, so it's going to be getting a buff when it's by itself, and then Pendant of Slanesh, which I don't know what that is. And then 2 reinforced units of Blissbarb Archers. So actually, this is a list that could take on Dom's Daughters of Cain. Just because it's got those like massive blobs of archers that are just going to be shredding the infantry. Because all of the debuffs that Daughters of Cain have are melee only, right? Like you can't have commands in melee, you're -1 to hit in melee, and you're -1 to wound in melee. So this just doesn't care. So it's going to kind of force him to be hugging the obscured. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, it's just everyone's gonna be rallying around Glutos, who can be obscured, which is kind of crazy. The Painbringers are going to be a nice little melee block, and then he's just going to be peppering you with those archers. So, I like it. And then his tactics are Intercept and Recover, and Wrathful Cycles. So, he wants to kill you, but he also wants to be the underdog. So, he really doesn't want to double you, essentially. Because then he loses out one of his treasures as well. Very cool. Any notes for Robin from you guys?
No, just look forward to see that view.
Yeah, you just came on the left field every time swinging. It's like a home run and a fucking hat trick.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Sigmar Scotty in the chat. Anyone battling Robin's going to have a great time. He's a good guy.
Facts. Facts.
All right. Next list.
Also, if anybody wants to host Robin, do it. It's a good time too.
We've got Brennan Hepner.
Brennan, local guy. Newer to the community.
Cruel Boys.
Cruel Boys.
KB.
That's terrible. That's terrible. So the list name is 69_uwu cruel daddy xxx_69 has joined the chat.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Fitting.
I feel like I like this name better than you guys. Maybe it's because
I'm gonna give it,
crust or what?
Brennan.
I'm giving that one a solid upper bin. I think it's a good one.
Oh, really? Okay, sweet. All right. I don't feel like a terrible human right now. Then. No,
Okay, let's screw this
no,
up.
it's definitely. It's an upper bin for me.
Dallas
too,
and Joe were
guys...
upper bin as well. Dallas and Joe were upper bin or upper crust? Which one?
Upper crust, I think. Either way, we know that Robin's
Bin,
in first place right now. Like, no
Yeah.
question.
Okay, got it. So they're crust, and then we'll put Brennan here. Brennan and upper bin. Got it. All right, carry on.
Does anyone want to explain this list?
Christian, you know Screw Boys?
I know them a little bit. I played them for the first 2 years of my experience in this chaos when they were epic trash. So I have scars. So they are Cruel Boys with the Swamp Horde Bullies, which I believe is a new one. I don't know what that does. 4 drops. Lore of the Swamp for the spell lore, manifestation lore, manifestations of Gorkamorka. This is, I believe Brendan just put LEDs in his faction terrain, which should be down here at the bottom.
He did. They look sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, so the manifestations from Gorkamorka are as good as any of the ones from the rest of the lures when you only have 2 casts. But he's got lots more than that. He's got battle tactics of Master the Path and Restless Energy. General's Regiment, he's got Gobsprak, the Mouth of Mork, for the once per game 3d6 unbind, the mortal wounds anytime he unbinds, and all that fun stuff. Just the bane of wizards. He's got.
I hate that.
Old Boys dropped in points again. Yeah, how's your Curseling? Is he still recovering? Yeah, so min unit of Bolt Boys. Marshcrawler Slogoth, Merknob with Belchabana for that buff on control score, which is going to sneak in with a unit of Gut Rippers, and you're not going to see him, and he's going to be 15 or 20 extra on control or whatever it is. I think he's 10 on control for a single hero, which catches you off guard all the time because it's the same size as a Gut Ripper. Scourge of Gairan, Killaboss on Nashtooth with the Slippery Scumbug, which is the retreat out of combat once per game, I think. Yeah. The new Swamp Boss Scumdrek with Gut Rippers, 2 units of Monster Killers. Then Regiment 2, he's got Mire Brute Troggoth with Minan, which is the +1 rend on companion weapons, and Mork's Eye Pebble for the anti-shooting buff, and a big old block of 20 Gut Rippers. And then the requisite Swamp Collar Shaman with Potgrot. So he's going to be trying to play the dirty tricks game. He's got nothing that's overtly brutal. If you don't screen against a Mire Brute and you don't give Scumdrek the respect they need, they're going to do bad things to you. And for the love of God, keep your monsters away from the monster killers.
Good thing I don't got any.
But he's going to score well, and he's going to bounce around the table a lot. And Brennan is also, he's only... Yeah, but he's been playing Cruel Boy since he got in.
Less than a year?
Which is about 6 or 8 months, I think, somewhere in that range. And I'm not a world-class player, but I like to think of myself as pretty decent at the mid-tables. He had me quaking in my boots this year in the league. He's figured out this army, and he knows how to make it click and tick. It's a well-oiled machine, and he is scary behind the wheel.
Nice.
But the best part is he's there to have fun, have drinks, and have laughs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and if you go to the Rippers afterwards and drag people out of their bed to go out when they probably shouldn't, he will be right there beside you trying to get in trouble.
The bed, the pool, wherever he rips you from, he wants to go there.
Yeah.
Random.
Great guy. Super sneaky bad influence. Just like the Cruel Boys.
Nice.
Just like the Cruel Boys. Huh.
Also,
Weird.
So Swamp Horde Bullies is the so it's pick a friendly Cruel Boys unit to be the target. That unit must be in combat with an enemy unit that is in combat with another friendly Cruel Boys unit. For the rest of the turn, add 1 to the attack characteristic of that unit's melee weapons. So basically, if you have 2 Cruel Boys units in combat with something, one of them can get +1 attack.
So that's going to go on his 20 block. So they're going to be
61
kind of
attacks.
cranky.
Yeah.
Yeah, with crit mortals. Or crit auto wound on the Get Rippers now?
I think you can give them crit
I
mortals
think
with
it's
the venom.
crit mortals, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, on 5s as well, if you get everything you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got to do a shout out to Fed and Kendall playing a game, watching our stream here on the big screen. What's up, guys?
Yeah, I had a chance to meet them at the Edmonton Open. They're really nice. Actually, no, sorry, I met them at Battered Bison before, but I like properly spent time with them at the Open, so really nice guys.
They love events. You'll see them all over the place. They are gems.
Oh yeah.
If Kendall and Fed are watching right now, Fed, my brother really wants to hang out. He wants to see you in your new life, man.
And they're playing with Tim,
Yeah,
actually.
shout out
Sorry,
for
I thought it was them playing. Tim's playing.
Oh, Tim Veldis?
Yeah, he's out there playing a game against Kendall, I think. Yep, because it's Ogres. Yep, Kendall. Seraphon Ogres. Hope your game's going good.
I hope Ogres win. Also, those Ogres look really nice. Also, I'm spinning the wheel. Let's go!
Ooh.
All right.
The wheel.
Wheel of Bison!
Oh. Bison!
It's going to be Andrew Thompson.
We just do the first page, guys. Andrew Thompson. Probably the running for best painted, just throwing it out there.
Oops.
Oh my god, we got a lot.
Okay, it's going to be a big one.
Andrew Thompson?
Somebody else want this?
Yeah, I'll take
Christian?
this one. Oh no, Christian, do you want to read it out?
Paul Blart, Mall Cop is a 2009 American comedy film directed by Steve Carr, written by Kevin James and Nick Bakay, and produced by James, Adam Sandler, Jack, something I can't pronounce, Todd Garner, Barry Burdani. It stars James as the titular character Paul Blart, with James Mays. Jima Mays? Holy crap. Okay, it lists the entire cast. The film tells the story of Blart, a single dad and a bumbling mall security guard who finds himself in the middle of a heist and the only one in a position to rescue hostages. Filming began in February 2008 with the majority of the shooting taking place at the Burlington Mall in Burlington, Massachusetts. It was produced by Adam Sandler's Happy Madison Productions in association with Relativity Media.
1930 out of 2,000 points. That was the last part of the list name. It's
Oh, okay.
that is a silly. Wow.
What's sillier, that name or that there's three Paul Blarts?
So isn't Andrew Thompson the realtor?
No, that's Andrew May. Andrew Thompson's a sweetly painted Nurgle army, but he's playing slaves.
Oh, okay.
Huh. All right. Well, I think there's kind of like
Which one's
two ways you can
I
go
thought
with
that was
the.
mate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
I feel like there's two ways you can go with the
derailing.
list name like this. You can embrace it for like the troll that it is and rate it highly, or you can discard it because it's just too long. What do you guys think?
Pause. He's playing Bellicorn friends. It'd be better if Paul Blart was with like ogres because he's a fat guy on a little fucking, what do you call those little things that? Yeah.
Yeah, but Bellacourt is a mall cop. The 3-up, you can't do anything. It just takes the fun out of everything, and really is, yeah.
The mall cop and his whistle has really stopped me from doing shit.
Yeah, similar to a mall cop though. If you're not visible, he doesn't do anything. So he can't pick you if you're not visible, right? that's like a huge, because with all the obscuring debuffs, making it so that you're actually not visible instead of can't be targeted by shooting, Bellicor took like a massive buff or debuff.
He has a lot of heroes. A lot of heroes.
Yeah, he's got the Champions of Chaos, which I think gives heroes extra attacks, I want to say. I can't remember exactly what it is. It's one of the new ones.
Bellicor, Chaos Lord Carcadrak, Sorcerer Lord, Chaos Lord Demon Mount. 5 heroes. He's only got 2 other units. Reinforced Warriors and Knights. Oh, sorry. 2 packs of Knights. 3 units.
Yeah, so the Champions of Chaos is add to the attacks characteristics of melee weapons used by friendly, non-monster Slaves to Darkness heroes. So, all of those heroes are at +2 attacks.
Everyone but Bellicor.
Bellicor is a hero, a monster, right?
Yeah, non-monster, though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I like the name. I think it's goofy because we haven't seen that yet. I'm upper crust, mid. I'm mid. I'm going mid.
I agree with that. It's unique, but I'm torn, so mid-bin makes sense.
No, you guys vetoed me.
What were you gonna say? Say it anyway.
I just found out someone just mentioned that there are 3 of these movies, which made this lower bin for me.
There's 3. That's what's. I'm like, what's funnier? This list, or there's 3 of them,
or the fact that there's 3 Paul Blarts. No, the mid bin's good with me.
Cool. There's as many.
But I had to read it out loud and make myself look like
a movies as there are Matrix. Oh no, wait, there's 4. Take it back.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's a pretty neat list. At least it's got a big block of Chaos Warriors that's going to shut off your commands. Non-reinforced Chaos Knights, and then just a bunch of heroes, essentially. Like, it's just going to be running around the table. He's almost definitely going to be getting a Demon Prince. Just because you can pick...
Oh, yeah.
No, you can only pick 1 unit for Eye of the Gods, unfortunately.
Oh.
But someone's getting it. And then that Chaos Lord on Carcadrak, I think Deathmonger is once per game, fight twice, so it's actually a pretty potent hammer. Yeah.
Yep.
Not bad. Best of luck, Andrew.
Good luck, Andrew.
Next list name.
Wheel of Winnipeg.
Kendall.
I'm not looking at the wheel. Kendall, you say, huh? There he is. Oh, he's playing right now. Wait a second. Has he talked in the chat?
Ooh, he's playing ogres. Christian, I think that means you should explain it.
He is.
You're muted, Christian. You muted yourself on Discord.
Yeah, sorry, I was sneezing. So, Baddie Stepdaddies, the remix.
Oh.
So I have a feeling he's changed his list up a wee bit since the at least False Alarm or the Edmonton Open.
New GHB.
How are we feeling about that name?
Remixing.
I like the name.
Baddies.
I wouldn't go. I'd go upper bin there. That's solid with some of the other ones. And you got to say it with some of the inflections that Kendall would put on it. I would never do it justice.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not read the way I read it.
He'd be like, Baddie Stepdaddies, meow, the remix. Thanks.
Yeah, with the Buka in there too, I think.
Buka.
Yeah.
When you question him, yes.
Yeah.
I'm saying upper. There's upper bin.
I agree with that. Yeah. Upper bin. Do we have a consensus?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Consensus. Motion passed.
He's like the better ogre name or list. Better are the ogre list names.
Yeah, I just gotta make a really dumb
King
name.
was decided based on list names.
Yeah, that's true.
You're just gonna be like better than Kendall next.
No, next time it's gonna be like Paul Blart Malfart or something like stupid like that. But anyway, the
just
ogre.
Paul Blart too. Give us the synopsis of the second one.
Me right now? I have no idea. I have no idea what happens.
No, you're next to the list name.
Oh, I don't know. Something terrible. Something awful.
I know what we're doing for movie night on Friday.
Did he pull Kragnos out?
Too.
Yeah, there is no Kragnos in this list. So this list is Beast Handlers, which is the +2 to the Impact Mortal rolls. He's 5 drops, which means he's almost definitely going to be getting the reroll prio. He has a Frostlord on Stonehorn, which has all of his everything. So he's got Mage Swaller, which is a 6-inch bubble of -1 to your ward saves. Gruesome Trophies, which is a big bubble of +1 to hit against heroes and monsters, with a caveat that it's only going to apply to the guys on top because it won't apply to the companion weapons. And then the last one he's got is Touched by the Everwinter, which is it just makes him a priest, basically. Then he's got a Huskard on Stonehorn below him, which is he's just another priest on a Stonehorn. He's got another Huskard on Stonehorn. He's got another Frostlord on Stonehorn. He's got a pack of Frost Sabers, a Huskard, and another Huskard. So he has no actual like non-hero Stonehorns in this list. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4 Huskards and 2 Frostlords, and then just a pack of Frost Sabers. So pretty spicy. The Mob Pot, I don't know if he's ever going to deploy because he actually can't use it, because it's you add 1 to the power level of Ogre Wizards, and there are no wizards in this list, so it would just be purely a detriment for him. I guess he could heal with it once, but he probably doesn't want to bring it. Then he's running Intercept and Recover and Restless Energy, which seems reasonable to me. He just wants to run at you and just destroy you, essentially. Like, he's going to have 5 chants every turn, and that's kind of the critical mass that you want in order to like keep your 5-up ward on at all times when you're near pieces of terrain. Unfortunately, he won't benefit from obscuring, but he will, what's it called? He'll still be hugging terrain to get that 5-up ward, essentially, so it's going to be a little bit tougher than it looks. And yeah, Stonehorns slap really hard. They don't take a punch super well, but they can go really fast once per... Oh, my dog is screaming. Sorry. Yeah, that's pretty much it, though. Very, very classic Ogre monster truck list. Best of luck to you, Kendall. Sounds good. I'm going to spin the wheel again.
Oh, side note, there's a pub crawl on the Saturday for Battered Bison.
Sounds like
Tim's
fun.
running. So, sounds like 3 bars, maybe 4. So right after the event, just keep drinking.
Nice.
And they're relatively close, so it's walking distance. And it should be decent out, but not blazing hot.
Cool. The next list
Exchange
is...
District again?
Who's next?
Oh, sorry, Brian Belneves. Yeah. Just didn't want to interrupt Christian. Sorry, I think the latency's been kind of
Brian!
crazy.
Tis a thing.
So the list name is Archaon and Be'lakor put aside their differences to create this garbage list.
That made me chuckle. Oh my god.
Nice.
Is this like the Friends Forever Chaos Champions list?
Hold hands, Teletubby Chaos.
Yeah.
Pause. Shannon's Tavern United Yellow Dog. All within walking distance on Saturday. Good time. The list name made me giggle. Go on.
All right, so you get to pull the... What do you rank it, Riley?
Made me giggle, so I'm going to go like upper bin. Because Arcane and Be'lakor put their differences to create this garbage list. And then you look at the list and it's like 2-drop. It could be garbage because Arcane's a lot of points. But yeah, I mean, he's going to have fun. I'll tell you that. Brian always great opponent. Great to have fun with. Yeah, I'm gonna go upper crust. Upper crust.
I'm gonna go back to upper bin, I think. Upper bin is
Christian, what do you got?
I'm being agreeable. So upper bin? Upper bin would be good. Only because
Upper
I've
bin?
started understanding the lore of this game. And definitely makes sense.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Carson, you want to take it away?
Yeah, it's a pretty simple list. He's also running Champions of Chaos, which is going to give his Exalted Hero and Exalted Hero number 2 +2 attacks. Then he's got Archaon, which is going to be doing the Eye of Ed Sheeran to try and get that guaranteed double turn without any sacrifices, which is pretty nice. Then he's got a block of 10 Chaos Knights with the Dread Banner to shut off your commands, and Be'lakor. And that's pretty much it. It's a very simple list. He's got Radiance of Dark Glory and Head of the Unworthy, which I can't remember what Head of the Unworthy does, but Radiance of Dark Glory is the big bubble of healing every single hero phase. He's got Primal Energy, so pretty much if Archaon or Be'lakor are still alive, they can be healing like 6 every turn without even using a rally, which is pretty nice. So make sure if you go after them, you one-shot them. Otherwise, it's not going to be good. And yeah. That's pretty much it. It's a very simple list. Master the Paths, Intercept, and Recover, which makes sense. He just wants to absolutely steamroll you. So Master the Paths and Intercept and Recover makes sense. He just wants to kill everything you have and your heroes and dominate the board. So yeah, sounds like fun.
He will be hanging out, having a beer after an hour and a half every game.
Yep, exactly. Cool. And then next list.
We have Buffalo.
Dave Bonsolar.
Dave, our fellow Battered Bison.
Yep.
What's he playing?
He's bringing
Skaven looks like it. No, he's bringing different than the open. Okay, what do we got? Want me to run it through?
Yeah. Didn't understand the assignment name-wise.
Step away for a second, guys.
He did not understand. I think he's in the chat or watching it. Dave, he did not assignment. It's about making a cool, goofy list name. Your Skaven mix 1980 to 2000. Most of us don't remember the 1980s, but your Metal Skaven do. I'm gonna give that name a Moldy Bin. Moldy Bits.
I agree with that. I agree.
I concur. David. TP. Okay. We got Skaven Warpcog Convocation. 3-drop. It's got Lore of Rune. Manifestations Prime Energy, 20 points. Battle Tactics, Intercept and Recover, and the Master of the Paths. It's got your buddy Thankwell, General. Clan Rats. Doom Flares Reinforced. Regiment 2. Engineer with Foulhide. What's Foulhide do?
Foulhide is a heal D3 at the end of every turn.
Cool. Doom Flares Reinforced again. Doom Wheel. Jazales Reinforced. Regiment 2. Master Molder with Flesh Melder. Another heal.
I can't remember what that does. I will look it up.
Clan Rats and Rat Ogres Reinforce and of course his Gnawhold. Christian, you missed it. We rated Moldy Bin with his name being Skaven Mix 1980 out of 2,000 points because the only thing that we remember the 80s is Metal Skaven models.
And my birthday.
Are you from the 80s?
Yeah, I'm old, man.
Shit.
So Flesh Meddler is you can just pick a friendly Molder unit wholly within 13 and add 1 to their Ren characteristic.
Oh, okay. He's gonna do the Rat Ogres. Probably he tends to hide that guy behind the Rat Ogres. He's gonna try to. He's got a lot of bodies. You get to the board spread out. He's got shooting. The Doom Flayers 2 packs reinforced gonna come in, hit you. Probably gonna kill some things. Clan Rats aren't reinforced. There's 2 packs of them, so they're gonna just put bodies on the board. Rat Ogres surprisingly can shoot and they can hit things. They're decent. They die. They're not big saves, but they have wounds, wound density. And Thankwell's gonna do Thankwell things. You kill Thankwell and the army starts kind of falling apart because that's their big hammer with just versatile. Yeah, decent list. It's got things in every phase almost, so it's good. Yeah, 3-drop, so it might tie a lot of unit or a lot of armies that we've seen so far with 3-drops. So then no reroll. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, not a bad list.
Nice. Cool. Well, best of luck, Dave. I'm realizing how many more lists there are to get through, so I'm just going to start to speed up a little bit here. Spinning the list, or spinning the wheel of lists.
Wheel of Bison.
Bison. It's going to be David Blanchard Wright.
We went down one. Okay, cool. Next list. I got it. Name. Please don't table me. All recursion all over the floor.
Oh, it sounds like
So
he's
blight.
enjoying this a little bit too much. I don't want to play him.
What do you think? Name.
It's another PG guy, eh? Dudes of Sigmar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd give this one definitely an upper crust for me because of the emoji at the end.
Does the emoji bring it down or up?
Frowny face for those.
I'm seeing it as a frowny face.
Yeah, but does he bring it rank it up or rank down?
Oh, ranked up for me.
Okay, got it. Carson?
I'm gonna give this one a upper bin. I think I like this one.
I'm gonna go crust with Christian here. So we got David B on the crust.
Fine, whatever. I don't care. Whatever. Overrule me on my own show. Get out of here.
You're welcome.
Get out of here.
Soul Blight. Death March. Intercept and recover. Scouting Force. Lore of Undeath. Twilight Sorceries. Nagash. General. 10 Barrow Knights. 5 Barrow Knights. 5 Barrow Knights. Number 2. Wraith Lord on Skeletal Steed. The Terminus Clock, which is -1. Oh, I do like how he put the abilities in here. -1 all casting for enemies with an 18 on a 3+. Unbinding Will, plus D6 control to Death Rattle wholly within 10 Death Rattle Skeletons, 10 Death Rattle Skeletons. And he's got the grave things. Nagash things, Barrow Knights are 15 or 20 of them running around. Kind of scary because they do have high recursion. The White King is going to go with them. The Death Rattle are just there to be bodies. It could be basic. If you kill Nagash and start killing Barrow Knights, then it's kind of a game over. But that's all he's got, so let's say what you got to aim for. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I think the key to this list and beating this list is just going to be kill one of those units twice to take away Scouting Force battle tactics.
You really have to focus fire because Nagash could just go like heal. And then they heal, and they do this, and they heal some more, and then recursion. So you got to totally wipe the unit. If you take out the 2 Barrow Knights in each unit, they're probably going to all come back. But yeah,
all right.
It's simple, but it's nice. So
easy to fly with.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, Nagash is pretty hard to fly with.
Yeah,
dude's massive.
If you put him sideways in like a half case, go ahead, should be no problem.
Yep. Best of luck, David. And the next name is.
Good luck, David.
Jason Mengelson.
Oh, everybody's favorite. Last year's best painted. I like his name already.
Oh, God. Ugh.
I will put some context in there because of our soon-to-be name change. He threw that one out there. That's why. He just threw a random name in the hat. Prairie Oyster Open. So that's why I think he's still playing with that. So pretty funny.
And for those that aren't reading, it spells out poop. Ha ha ha. Poop joke.
I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. Jason on the poop level. So is that Bison shit or it's Prairie Oyster shit?
I don't know what prairie oyster shit sounds vile. Like, I don't even know if that's a level that can be said.
I'm trying not
Carson,
to digest
start
that
us
name too much.
This is a classic. I think this is a classic, like, upper crust. It's like, it's good. I enjoy it. It's not the best.
I didn't get the poop joke. I like the poop joke. I'd go upper crust.
Upper crust it is.
Upper crust all around. Jason, good job. What you got?
So you want me?
So we're running. Oh, I can run through the list a little
Sure.
bit if you guys
Yeah.
like. Yeah, so we got a 4-drop Taliband of Nurgle. Spell lore is lore of malignance. Benedict's of sickness is his prayer lore, and manifestation is the Kronspine incarnate. And Jason's Kronspine is just the most disgusting, nurgly thing you've ever seen. It's great, as long as it's still the same one. He's running a Tune to Gairan, intercept and recover. General's regiment is 2 units plague drones with Scourge of Gairan, Rotagus as the general. Plague Bearers, Spoilpox, Scrivener, Herald of Nurgle. Regiment 2 is the Harbinger of Decay with Rust Fang, which I don't know what that does.
I think that's a pick a unit in combat that charged, and it's a 4-up fight last. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, that's the Witherstaff. Rust Fang.
Okay.
I'll check.
All right. And then Regiment 2
Jason
is
says-
Horticulus Slimux. Jason says.
He has a beast of Nurgle that looks like a living poop as well.
Yeah. So Regiment 2 is 3 Beasts of Nurgle with Slimux. Regiment 3 is Gutrot Supreme with the Rotmire Creed, just for spreading some more of that disease at range. And then he's got his Gnarlmaw as faction terrain. So for Jason, this is a bit of a departure from normal. He's got lots more movement than I'm used to seeing in his lists. With lots of Beasts of Nurgle, which are well converted up Beasts of Nurgle. His whole army is just the most Nurgly thing I've ever seen. It's wonderful. But yeah, it looks like he's just trying to move fast and pick stuff up off the table.
Yeah, he's a conversion expert of Central Canada, that's for sure.
Yeah, Jason said that it's -1 save for battle. So I think Rust Fang is you pick an enemy hero in combat and it's -1 to save, which is pretty good. So if like Catacross charges into you or you charge into Catacross, etc., that's pretty nice. Yeah, it's a neat list.
Scrivener is a priest.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, good.
Right.
Yeah, and actually, like, he's learning how to use all phases. 4 drops is huge. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to play against. Like that this list has movement.
Yeah,
it could be really good.
Yeah, I like it. Very cool. Also, Jason, I have dice for you. Please don't let me forget to give them to you. And then moving on to the next name.
What you got? Wheel of Bison.
Ooh, it was almost
Bison.
Kenrick, but it's Lance. Lance Kenyon.
Lance, there he is.
That's Tap's
Seraphon.
game.
No, that's Lane from Taps.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Lane. And Lance.
Lance, great guy.
Well, this is-
Battered Bison, 1990 to 2000. He did not understand the objective, and we will put him in recycle.
Yikes. Sorry, buddy. He is running Seraphon Sunclaw Star Host.
Lance.
He's doing Lore of Primal Jungles, which is like the heal monsters. Basically like the non-run and charge one and non-run reduction one. He's got
Good
no
job.
manifestation lore. I don't think he has any casters actually, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah.
None.
So he's got a Saurus Old Blood, 4 units of 10 Saurus Warriors, which is funny. And then Scourge of Gairan, Saurus Old Blood on Carnosaur with Incandescent Retrosea as an Ancient Defender, and Being of the Stars. So he's just got everything on there. I think it's a 4-up ethereal save with incandescent retroseas. And then I can't remember what the other two do. And then he's just got 2 packs of 6 Agrodon Lancers.
Retroseas heals.
Oh, right, yeah. So basically, if it doesn't die, he's going to be healing.
End of phase, he heals 3. Yeah, and then Ancient Defender is something else.
Yeah. So this
But he's going to run that guy with the Agrodons.
Yeah, this list just wants to run at you and slap you, essentially. And also the Realm Shaper engine, I think, still doesn't do any... Does it need a wizard to activate it, or is it just a hero?
So it won't blow things up, but if you alpha him, he gets to +1 hit for everything that targets an enemy unit, each enemy unit within 9 of your Shaper.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So he won't blow up terrain, but he'll get that bonus.
Pretty dang good. Pretty spicy.
It's a good list. It's a really good list, actually.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Best of luck to you, Lance. But do better on the name front. How dare you not name your list?
Do better, Lance. Go a long way. Keep going.
Next up is James. James Hogsman.
Skip.
Oh. Yeah, let's just skip this.
James, great. James just won the belt. He just won the belt. NPO belt at the Open. Imagine that. I don't like his name.
Birdman
and the boys. Oh, he's running Iridan.
New Iridan's sick.
Hey, he's still using half my models.
The best painted goes to Christian.
I'd go mid-bin on this. He tried to be cute because he's got Iridan the Witness in it.
I agree with that.
I'll go moldy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Carson?
I agree with mid-bin.
Carson, you can pick mid-bin. Okay.
Yeah, overruled.
Just because there's no flair to it.
Well, he did bring Vanguard Raptors with long strikes, so maybe he's lower bin.
I think
just
that's
unit choices.
I think that's Bison shit, actually. To be honest.
Oh, okay. We'll just put that right in the bottom here. Hey James, that's shit. Drop the pen. Hey James, just gonna cross you out there.
Mid-bin's good for
Bison
Birdman and the boys.
I'm gonna put you in Bison shit with Carson, right there at the bottom.
Yeah.
Can I go?
It's an exclusive club down there.
He's gonna poison me after what I did to him at the Edmonton Open. Did he tell you what happened in that game?
Oh, he told me.
No.
So, basically he plops down with a bunch of long stripes and like shoots the crap out of my terrain feature, but he plops down just outside of 9 inches of some Noblars, and he was doing attack on 2 fronts, and they were capturing the objective. That was like the second one that he needed to take, and I was like, I could use CP for combat for like these gluttons that you're charging into, but it would be really funny if I countercharged Noblars into those long strikes, just so that they don't do anything and it bricks your tactic. And so I went over to him and I was like, James, I want you to roll one of the dice for this countercharge roll. And he's like, do I have to? And I was like, yes. And he rolls the dice and it's a 5. And then I roll the dice and it's also a 5. So I made him brick his own tactic by rolling the countercharge. That was probably the dirtiest thing I've ever done.
Greasy's movie's done.
Yeah.
Did he just give up right then and there and walk away?
He was pretty unhappy about it. I don't regret it though. It's a good story.
Oh man.
To be fair,
Jake.
It's one of Carson's only ever greasy moves in a game.
Yep.
Perfect.
Was making James beat himself.
James, you're gonna charge these Nobblers into you, and they're gonna kill you.
Yep.
Oh, if he watches this, he's gonna have words for us on Friday night.
He's watching it now, actually.
Is he?
Yeah, he told me he's coming late.
All right.
Lance,
well,
how dare you?
Run through his list. He's running the Sentinels of the Bleak Citadel on a 2-drop with Lore of the Storm, Prayer of the Storm Host, and Aetherrot machineries. So basic Stormcast bullshit that we all love to hate because we like playing the game and not riding the meta. That's right, Estevan. We haven't got to Braden's 18 Morbegs yet. Scourge of Gyran, Iridan the Witness, Prosecutors reinforced, Reclusians reinforced, which are a sneaky, cheap-ass chosen. Long Strikes. Regiment 2 is the Night Vexillor with the Beacon of Azir and Staunch Defender. I don't remember what either of those do, but I should. And then he's got the 3-pack of Storm Coven for the multiple casts. My reinforced Vanquishers that are painted kind of like shite. And unit of Vigilers for the +1 to hit.
James says, thanks, boys.
Yeah, so basically James is trying to run a modification of the list he's been running the last 6 or 8 months. +1 to hit from the Vigilers, take off your key piece with the reinforced long strikes. Reclusians can do pretty good damage with their mortals. Prosecutors 3d6 charging. It's just going to try to pin you and shoot off your key pieces and then just score points.
The Banner of Azir makes the Iridan auto prayer bless weapons on Rose for turn 1 yeet. Those are James's words, not mine.
So he's going to try and alpha you with the Reclusians.
Yeah.
Or the Prosecutors. Prosecutors would make more sense. Yeah.
3d6 charge.
Yeah. I mean, decent unless you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, James is also one of those annoyingly good players. So good luck, James. I hope like hell not to see you on the table.
Carson
But
found
at
his
the bar
weakness.
instead.
You make him roll the dice.
Yep. That's exactly right. Psychological warfare. And with that, we will choose the next list. Wheel of
On the wheel.
guys.
Guys, prairies, things.
It's Braden.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hey, it's 12 more bags. 15 more
Yeah,
bags.
he literally just said, hey, 12, only got 12 this time.
He said 50.
Be Raiden.
The list
So,
name is...
I hope everyone watching...
Go ahead, sorry.
So the trend is Esteban, great guys, shit lists that chase the meta. Some of the best people in the community, but we get to razz them nonstop for playing meta. That's just the way it is.
Yo, they sucked on anything that wasn't meta.
No comment. The list name is... It's Morbin time? Still? How has this not gotten nerfed yet? But also, please don't nerf it. It's the only thing I have fun playing. How do you feel now? Balls in your court.
Upper.
Balls in my court. Braden is probably next to Bud Kaler, the biggest sweetheart in the game.
Whoa, those are big
So
words. Look at the cave fan.
I kind of feel bad for like coming down hard on him right now with his name right there. So the guilt has got me giving him an upper bin.
Okay, there it is. What were you going to say there, Mr. Carson?
I'm waiting for you. What do you?
I said upper. I'll forget.
Oh, did you? Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what I say then, so I don't have to say anything.
But you still tell him.
But don't you get vetoed because it's your show?
You tell
I agree. This is upper bin. It's genuine, which I appreciate. So
yeah,
it's a genuine plea.
He's got like 4 or 5 armies. He does not have fun playing. So yeah, no.
Yep. Yeah, but this list is.
And he is.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, he's a surgeon with this list. He is very good with it. He's been playing with it for over a year now.
Yeah, a lot of reps.
He knows where to go and how to use it.
Yeah, this is a really classic Flesh Eater Quartz list, like Lords of the Manor for the recursion. He's got Primal Energy to keep people healed up. He's doing Master of the Past and Scouting Force, which makes sense just because recurred units still count as scouts, which is kind of interesting. So every Morbeg Knights unit that's going to be going in and slapping stuff, even if it dies, it'll come back and still count as a scout for later. He's got Usharan, 15 Morbegs, a Meryl Scroll Herald, which is going to be doing its fight first tech in conjunction with Usharan's fight last tech. He's got 2 units of Royal Beast Flares, and then a Scourge of Gyran, Born Gore Warden, which I don't exactly remember what that does. Do you guys?
So the Gore Warden is absolutely a pain in the ass. And if it's not in every single Flesh Eater Courts list right now as a tech piece, in the words of Braden, someone missed it. At the end of your opponent's turn, you can pick it up and you can move it anywhere on the board, wholly within 6 inches of the edge of the battlefield, more than 9 inches away from opponents. Or you can go on to an objective that you do not control more than 9 inches away from opponents.
Right.
So you can just pick it up and fuck people's battle tactics and screw their scoring at the end of their turn.
Yeah, that's pretty dirty.
Also, you can bring 2
And
units
it hits
of crit players
hard.
or knights with it.
Yeah. So, like, it actually kind of slaps. Like, what I think it's 3s and 3s, 1 rend D3 damage?
2 damage. 5 attacks, 3s, 3s, 1 rend, 2 damage. Like, good. Really good for a little sloppy hero with 5 wounds and a 5+.
And Braden hides it behind his Morbegs and makes it run around with Harold and Oosh as the trio of jerks. And then just, if it gets stuck in combat, it just pisses off and screws your scoring.
And then you can bring 2 units of Morbegs with it and be like, we're out across the battlefield. See you later.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a great unit. Great tech piece.
So I'm going to do a little bit of a check-in at the end of this list. How late are you guys comfortable with continuing with this stuff? Because normally
I'm good till...
Okay. Normally I do another half an hour past this point, but I just wanted to know what you guys are comfortable with.
I'm good with another half hour. Let's see where we are. And...
Cool. Let's say in like another 10 minutes, we'll skip just to doing like list names. So we'll start.
Okay.
We'll do
Perfect.
Yeah, 15 minutes past the hour, we'll just skip to list names, and then we'll finish that up and close out the show.
Okay.
All right. Best of luck, Braden. Looking forward to seeing you again. Also, Braden says you are referencing the old War Scroll when it comes to the Gore Warden, Riley.
Oh, you got the Guy Ran one? Okay.
Yeah, he's got the Guy Ran one. And the next list is... Derek Alley.
Derek. Not Jeter, not a cheater. Alley.
I don't even...
Name is, wasn't going to play Suns at another GT, but Dallas bribed me with drinks, so drinks on Dallas and Suns out, funds out. 1980 at 2,000 points. Attaboy. Dallas, the gem he is, actually paid Derek's entry before telling Derek he's in. And then said, Derek, you're in. And then Dallas dropped, and then Dallas rejoined. Don't ask questions because I don't have any answers.
All right.
Sons of Bahamut, Breaker Tribe.
Do they have enough
drop.
Gargans?
Yeah, because he just sold it. Yeah, they do. They have like 3 armors. Dallas just sold his GW Gargans and kept his 3D printed ones. Restless Energy, Intercept and Recover. King Broad, General. Beast Smasher with the Mantle of Tuscan Horns and Grabby. Regiment 1 is Kragenos, Man Crusher, Man Crusher, Man Crusher. What's the Mantle of Horns and Tuscan Horns do? Carson is on it. But the name in the meanwhile... Yep. I think the name's good. What do you guys think?
I give it a solid mid-bin, I think.
Yeah, mid-bin. Sun's out, fun's out. Would have been...
Mid-bin sounds good.
I like that. That's a nice touch at the end. I like the drinks on Dallas bit, but...
Yeah, sorry.
Solid mid-bin.
Mantle of Tuscan Horns is for the rest of the turn add 1 to hit rolls for combat attacks made by friendly Sons of Behemoth units while they're wholly within 12 inches of this unit, and it's a once per battle combat phase ability. So.
Got it.
Neat.
Yeah, good list.
A go turn.
Craggy in there is going to destroy things or destroy things. Yeah.
Nice. All right, on to the next
Eric's
one.
ran Gargans for many GT.
All right. Good luck, Derek.
Good luck, Derek.
Next up is Fed.
Oh, right there he is. Fed. Karazai Hour. Karazai Hour? Karazai Hour. 1990 to 2000.
Play on Happy Hour?
Maybe?
I don't know. I'm going to say
Crazy
recycle
Hour?
bin.
I don't know. I'm gonna go. Are you gonna recycle?
You're gonna say recycle bin?
Recycle. There we go. Yeah, you get recycled, bitch.
All right.
Somebody nominates.
I'm in a bout of peer pressure.
Yeah, so he's got a Vanguard wing for the teleporty shenanigans.
Stormcast. The Vanguard wing.
So it looks.
Oh. Sorry, my connection just took a dump. Oh god.
Okay, what do you got? Christian's there, but he's not there. He's back.
We
Christian.
Good? I'm still here. I think Elon hasn't screwed me yet tonight.
Wait a minute. We have Crazy Hour.
Crazy.
Apparently.
Oh, okay.
But it's not what he put in his list, so Mike, recycle bin. Because, yeah. Anyway, go on.
Verdict's
2
been
drops.
passed. You can appeal on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep,
Vanguard.
2 drops. Vanguard wing. He's got Karazai the Scarred, which is going to be giving someone -1 attack in combat phase. And he's got the Horde Breaker as well. He's got a block of 6 Paladors with shock hand axes, which can be running and charging across the battlefield and slapping something. He's got some long strikes. A Lord Veritant, which I think is a priest, question mark. I don't know what either of those enhancements do, unfortunately. What's up?
Yeah. It's the new blind priest out of the Skaventide box, I believe.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Then he's got a unit of Praetors, which will be soulbound to Karazai almost definitely, I think. And then Storm Covenant Vigilers.
Yep.
So, yeah, pretty standard, like Vanguard wing list. It's just going to walk across the table and slap you with +1 to hit very easily. Karazai is going to be a big piece of meat in the center of the table that just can't be moved. And, yeah. Not much other than that. Best luck to you, Fed.
Good list, Fed.
Yep. You can appeal your list name
Look forward
on
to
Saturday,
your appeal on Saturday.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike, you appeal that on the board on Saturday.
All right. Next list name. Or next list. Sorry. Chris Schulte.
Chris Schultz. Minneapolis guy. Did not get it. Recycle. Okay, here we go.
Yikes.
Seems like he was trying very hard to come up with a good list.
Nergal version 1.0, 2,000 points. He did have an issue with the app, but I don't think that changes things. I'll run through it. Mega Kid Nergal, Plexus, 2 drop. Scourge Guy ran Rodriguez General, Poxbringer, Blight Kings, Reinforced, Blight Kings. That's a lot of meat. Lord of Blights of the second reg with You Can't Tennis Preacher and Rustfang and Blight Kings. A lot of meat, a lot of 4+5+ save. You have to really, really go through those units, and hopefully, like typical Nurgle style, they don't make other 5+ wards. Slow movement though, so depending on the mission, if it's a lot of objectives, he might be kind of screwed. But on a short trout to get to the objectives, he will be fine. 2 drops though, so he's probably going first. But yeah, shitty name.
Be interesting to know.
But...
Yeah, his battle tactics also aren't in there, so it'd be interesting what his goals are for battle tactics.
Well, I will message him and get them in there. Yep.
He's probably watching this stream, checking what everybody else is doing, and then being like, "Oh, my battle tactics were this." Definitely, guys. Don't worry. We caught you.
I played the first time Renegade.
With that many Blight Kings, I think he's probably stuck on something.
Yeah.
No, he's a very fun opponent. He's not a meta crazy chaser.
Yeah.
Great opponent. Played my first time ever
from
at Minneapolis. Yeah, he's from Minneapolis. He's a good time. He's not from
taking another shot at
Metavan.
Next up, we've got Alex Butler.
Metavan.
Who?
Okay.
Alex Butler. He's a local of mine.
Alex at the top. Okay, another BC guy. Okay, take it away.
Well, the list name is Palador Prime, which it's like borderline recycle bin, I think.
But he does have Celestium Prime, which you don't see often.
Yeah, this is an interesting list. He was talking about
how many Paladors?
He's got, so he's not taking any of the normal Paladors.
One unit.
He's got Stormstrike Paladors, which is kind of interesting. Normally you see the javelins or the hand axes, but these ones are the new kit that came out with like the Stormcast book. He's got so it's Sentinels of the Bleak Citadels, which gives him access to a 5-up ward. He's 5 drops. He's doing Intercept and Recover and Master the Path, so he just wants to murder you. He's got the Celestant Prime, which will be popping down, and then depending on how long it stays up, I think it does more damage. And then he's also got like a Mortal Wound Blast shot. He's got some Questor Soulsworn, Knight Relictor, which has got the +1 to chant, and the Beacon of Seer and Legendary Tenacity. The reinforced block of Paladors, as we said. And then he's got a Knight Judicator with Gryph-hounds, which I'm not sure. Oh, Alex is actually typing in the chat. Sorry? Yeah, it is the big one, the bow. Knight says, I didn't know you were going to review it, so it's just a list name that tells me what's in it.
It's the big...
I see.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Painting them. Good job, Alex. I love it. Love to see it. Yep. But your name still sticks. There's no going back.
Yep. Then he's got a Lord Vigilant on Gryphstalker, which
looks like a fun list.
It does, yeah. It's just got a lot of stuff. Like, he's going to be really easily teleporting it around. The prosecutors are going to go and, like, drop in the back lines and absolutely dumpster some foot heroes, which gives them really good access to Master the Paths and Intercept and Recover on those, like, treasure units that are usually in the back line. And it's just really mobile. So, yeah, I like it. It's good.
List name. What do we got?
Recycle bin.
I'm going lower.
Oh, that's recycle bin.
Okay, recycle bin. Sorry, Alex. Get better next time. You know who show you're on.
Yeah. So we'll do one more actual list, and then after that, I think we'll just finish it up with the list names. We've got Andrew Mate.
Gotcha.
All the beginning ones here. Okay, Andrew Mate.
Didn't Andrew drop?
No, Andrew's in. I see him today. Spent so long thinking about it, or about if I could, never stopped to think about if I should. Seraphon. Sun and Claw, Star Host. I'll give you a second. I'll run through it. 2-drop. Lore of Celestial Manipulation. Primal Energy. Intercept and Recover, plus Restless Energy. He's got Scourge of Gyran, Old Blood. General. He's got the Restless, which is the heal. The Armor Cruncher. Pick an enemy hero or a unit. Roll more than their armor save. Beings of the Stars. Air to Lance Reinforce. Saurus Warriors. Skink Stars here. Bastillodon. Croxagore Reinforced. Faction. He's got hammers all over the map. Does he have any magic? Yeah, because he's got the stars here. That's it. Yeah. So the name is okay. Moldy bin for my name.
Moldy Bits.
Sorry, yeah, moldy. Sorry, my bad. Moldy bits.
I agree with Moldy Bits.
Yeah, it's not the bottom, but yeah, no, Moldy Bits is good.
This list will hit you if you don't see it coming, but it's lots.
Next. Speed round of names.
Good luck, Andrew. Speed round time. Here we go.
All right. Spinning that wheel.
Spin. Oh, wheel.
We've got Jeff Martins.
Ooh, our fellow Battered Bison, Jeff. This is going to be fun.
Bag of hammers.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Christian, go take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go mid bin.
Read the list first.
No, I did read the list really quickly. It is a
Okay.
bag full of hammers. It's yet to be known if
Blades of
it
Corn.
sounds like a.
Oh yeah, we're just doing lists. So he's got a bunch of bloodthirsters, and slaughter priest, and Scarbrand. That's it. He's got one, two, three, four, five units, all heroes. One's a slaughter priest. The rest are bloodthirsters. Bag of hammers. Yep. I'm gonna go upper. I'm gonna go upper on this one. Upper crust.
I'll agree with upper crust. Yeah, I think that makes sense. All right, next list. Boom. Or
Good
list
luck.
name rather.
Boom. Speed round.
Noah Joseph.
Noah KO right here.
The 4-0 against Christian.
Mr. 4-0 against Christian. Noah, the Marion Street Eatery. Noah's 2,000 point army list, but he's at 1990. Can't even do math.
I feel lied
Can't
to.
even do math. He's not at 2,000.
So is this Bison? Shit?
Recycle.
If you can't do math?
Yep.
Or recycle. All right.
Your call. Bison shit or recycle? What do you want, Carson?
Bison shit, I think. Yep. It's done.
Okay.
All right.
Next up, we've got Brandon.
It's KO and fun. Have fun.
Brandon Waddle Flynn.
Brandon Waddle Flynn coming in hot. Here we go. OBR. The Bone Zone. Gyran Drift.
Moldy Bits.
What do you got?
I kind of like that name. Moldy Bits?
Yeah. I mean, you guys could overrule me depending on what you vote, but.
Christian?
It's Need for Speed Tokyo Drift rewritten, right? So I was going mid bin on that one.
Sorry. Rendon. You're going to the moldy bin. Good luck. Next.
Next up is Pendleton Cox.
Recycle. No, he's great. I just had a wonderful weekend at his house because he's the best host. So anyways, I started blasting. That's his name. So anyways, I started blasting. 2,000 points. Deepkin. Let me tell you, 1 shark, 2 shark, 3 shark, 4. Reavers reinforced. That's a lot of shooting.
That is a lot of shooting.
Upper crust.
I giggled. Yeah, upper crust, I giggled.
Yep, upper crust. All right, next name. Also, Alex says that you're going to have to let Jeff Martins know that he needs his battle tactics in his list.
I will get that to him.
Yeah.
Wait. Who's the other guy that needed battle tactics? Oh, it was Chris.
Yeah. Now we've got Rudy Friesen.
Yeah, up in the car. Rudy. That's one of your guy. No, that's a PG guy.
Yeah, I think this is recycle bin. It just says Sentinels. So I'm just gonna skip to the next person. Good luck, Rudy.
Like Rudy in your recycle bin chaos over there.
Daniel Costa.
Daniel, I got him right here.
Oh,
no, never mind. I'm on the wrong page. Okay, now I got him here. Daniel Costa. Flash Eaters. Mad idea. With a crown.
Lower bid.
2,000 points.
Moldy Bits. Lower bid.
We'll go lower. We haven't had somebody there. Sorry, Daniel. You're in the lower.
Yep. Good luck, though.
Good luck,
Lower
Daniel.
Bid. It's
Stephen Honey.
Next. Steve Honey. I just played him in my first game on the new GHB. He is our third last guy. He's got Soul Blight, and his thing is Steve Honey BB3. Okay, Russ.
He is a Pokemon. He just said Steve Honey.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm retarded, Steve. Good luck, Steve. Next.
Alex says Rudy has no tactics too.
Rudy, I will mark here. Where the fuck did we put him?
Thank you for actually looking at the screen, Alex. Next up is Tim Veldhui. Veldhuis?
I just moved.
The one playing Kendall right now.
Yeah, he's playing. Yeah, he Tim won. Beat Kendall.
Upcrawl Saturday night starting at Shannon's.
He's in.
Tim, I appreciate you, but that's lazy mid-bin.
Carson?
I like it for some reason. I think it's an upper crust for me, I think. Also, take care, Braden. Have a good night.
Good night, Braden. I'm gonna go upper crust too, because for the other towners, the guys that don't know, fine, it's not as lazy as but Christian's a TO, so he knows.
Yeah. Speaking of Christian,
does he have his battle tactics? Yes.
Christian's the next name.
Also yes.
No, I don't like this. I didn't think we'd actually be doing this. I did not know this was a game.
This is good.
I did not know this was a game.
4 inches is enough.
That's a good name.
Wait, get your wife down here.
Yeah.
Let's ask her.
That's good.
Original. Do you have your battle tactics? Yes. Okay. Christian can't vote, so Carson, lead us off.
That's an upper bin for me. I like that one. Penis stroke is always minimum upper
I like it too.
When it's accurate, because they took my field sergeant away.
That's true.
Christian, good luck in your upper 4 inches. Wheel of Bison!
Nathan Gould.
Is that one of your guys?
Nope.
Minneapolis guy, maybe? I don't know. PG guy? I don't know. Gloom Spike gets...
What do you call a dad troll that's guarding a bridge? Oh.
Patrol.
He needs a hyphen in his answer.
Patrol.
His answer is Patrol!
So are we giving up on the grammar and like inflection and spelling and hyphenation and that sort of thing?
Sir, it's a gets list. Grammar's at the window before you even started. 5-0.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 4-0 and 1, which is like just below 5-0.
So you're upper crust.
Okay. I was gonna go upper bin, so I think 4-0 and 1 is the median of that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Good job, Nathan.
Best of luck, Nathan.
Wait. Are you bringing spiders? Fuck no. Okay, never mind. I ranked you too high. Next.
Eric Stock.
He's got trolls. Eric's right over here.
Tree Mama.
First page. So.
Hilarial's in it.
Tree Mama? Hilarial, Tree Rep, Bathanos, Scourge Gairan, Drycha, Spears, Durthu. That's not that good. Moldy to me. To me, I don't think it's that creative. Moldy bits.
I agree.
Yeah, that's where my gut went.
Yep. Best of luck, Eric. Enjoy your
moldy bits.
It's not Eric, it's Erich.
Erich, sorry. Next up is Marcus.
Oh yeah, there's
next. Wheel. Yep, cool. Yep, I'm getting there. Marcus of.
Did he
drop today?
All right.
Marcus dropped today.
Next name.
Yep, next.
Riley Mudry.
Who's the other Riley?
Oh.
Yes, there's one. Army, 2,000 and 2,000 points. Recycle.
Yuck. Next name.
Does he have his... Yeah, he does. Okay, cool.
It's going to be Cam.
Cam.
He's back on the Fire Slayers. Nice.
Can't leave a good thing. First love.
I'm going upper crust on this because he's been...
One GT before they nerf Magma Draws to death. Why can't dwarves have nice things? One GT before they nerf Magma Draws to death. Why can't dwarves? Carson.
I don't think this is a true title. I don't think they're going to nerf Magmadroths after this. I think they're just
update?
fine.
No.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I'm going to say mid-bid.
Christian?
I said upper crust.
I go mid. Sorry, Cam.
Okay. Cam, I love you more. Just remember that next time you beat me.
Cam, you do have your battle tactics, Kim. We're good. Next. Wheel of Poison.
Quinn Mudry.
Quinn Mudry.
The brother of the Riley. Okay.
Our first city is the Sigmar. But no... Oh, no. It does have Sinestra. Bad person detected.
I will use the cool Dark Elf monsters as well. I still can. I still can?
I think
it's grammatical errors there. Because he thinks they're going to the old world.
Moldy bits.
Ooh, that...
Yep.
I'm going BS on that one because he fucked up guy.
BS. Oof. Good luck anyway. Next up is going to be Natasha.
And plus you're playing Cities, who's the biggest win rate right now. That's one of no, it's PG girl or one of your girls?
One of ours.
West Coast, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gals being pals.
Being pals. I like that. That's nice. That'd be a sweet club name.
This is better than Tree Mama.
Facts. I'm gonna go 4-0-1. Battle with Nathan.
Christian?
Okay. I was gonna go mid bin.
I'm gonna split the difference between 4-0-1 and mid bin and just do upper bin. Does that work for you guys? Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
So what do we look? Well, we're all different. What do we rate it? Upper? Is the middle of
the middle one. Upper bin. I get vetoed by you guys both saying it was better.
All right. Oh. Best of luck, Natasha.
Tasha. Good luck, Natasha.
After that, we've got Chris. Chris Tatterin.
Oh, Cam's brother.
The brother again.
Night Haunt. Put me in, coach.
We go back to the original. Put me in, coach. How many coaches he got?
Just one.
He doesn't even have a coach.
He's got one. He's got one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he has one. I thought it was a character at first. I was like, no, what? I'm like, no, one. I like it. That's great. Put me in, coach. It's been about not 5 years since they were good. I'd go 4-0-1.
I agree with that.
All right, you guys take it. 4-0-1.
Steve. Good luck, Chris.
Owen Dyson.
Bison. Ooh, Owen. If you remember. Kind of sneaky with his list here. What's he got? Soul Blight. I'm a vampire. Blah, blah, blah.
Actually, it's pronounced
blah,
blah, blah.
Owen, man, I love you. Yeah, but...
You can do better. Wait a minute. He has 2,000 out of 1,970 points.
Judge?
You got a red flag here, Owen. You got a big red flag. Judge? Or drive. Yeah, I don't know. Gentlemen?
Moldy bits?
I'll agree with that. For expediency's sake, I'll agree with that. Good luck. Okay. Next up, we've got...
Good luck, Owen.
So I think we've got 7 names left. Kenrick.
Kenrick. Well, he knows the assignment. Can he perform under the heat? Megan of Nurgle. Forbidden Fart Lord. Heralds of Ripeness. Right. Fitting.
That's good.
I'm going 5-0 on this one. This one is good. I like this one.
Does he have Sloppity though? Oh, he does. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just going to be singing that My Love Is Like a Ripe, Ripe Fart the entire time. Every single game.
If he shows up with
That'll be
bagpipes,
so good.
5-0.
Yeah, we'll give him a 5, 100%.
Hey, Kenrick, I'll pipe you in.
Piping in.
All right.
Kenrick at the 5-0. He's experienced. Good luck, Kenrick.
Next
Can't
up,
wait to see you
we've
again.
got Riley Picklick, which we will skip.
5-0. Next.
Now we've got Daniel Smith.
Oh,
Ooh, Daniel
still-
Smith.
this is the same Daniel
On
Smith,
BCP,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
On BCP, still Daniel Smith, but it's not his real name. But it's funny. Stormcast, Drake Walk. Bison shit.
Lower bin?
I'll do a lower bin as well.
Both Daniels are in lower bin. The only so we're aware.
Next up, we got Renee Francis.
The fight the bin. Yeah, he's got things. Renee that's a PG or isn't it?
I think so.
It's another City of Sigmar.
It's a brand new GHB. I don't know what I'm doing. Please be nice to me. 1990 out of 2000. Let's see how nice you are to us. Talia, Marshall, Cav on Gyran. Pontifex, you're not nice to us. I won't be nice to you. Lower bin.
I'm going mid bin because he made a boo-boo in his list and he added the same buff twice with Talia and the Cosmopolitan Leader.
Huh?
+1 to wound. It's only once per game with Talia, though. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with lower bin. I agree with that. All right, we're down to our last 3 names.
Renee. Best for last.
We've got John Zoshek, Seattle fella.
Seattle, fellow U.S. of A. John.
Blinded by the
Lumineth,
lights.
That's our first Lumineth. Blinded by the light with some noise. Right up.
It's blinded by the light of Eltharion.
Of Eltharion.
Yeah, I want to know how that song goes, but I expect a
Blinded by
rendition
the
of
light.
karaoke on Saturday night.
Right up like a douche to the rotor in the night.
I'd go mid bin.
What upper crust? I like the music notes.
I'll go upper crust as well, out of respect for John.
Ooh.
All right. Good luck, John.
Johnny Zed.
Next up, we've got Todd Mueller.
One of the last guy on the list alphabetically. Marion Street Beatery. They changed their name. Beatery now. Gordo Ramsay's glorious battle banquet of sizzling, succulent, and soon searing savories. What in the fuck?
Gordo Ramsay's glorious battle banquet of sizzling, succulent, and sinew-searing savories. Say that 10 times fast.
Why aren't you an ogre player? Oh shit, he is
Yes.
playing ogres.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's a 5-0 then. That's thematic. What's he got here on his things? Battle tactics you're in. Slaughtermaster, Gorgers, Slaughtermaster. Oh, he's got a lot of slaughter. Butchers, Nobblers. Oh, that's a 5-0 if I ever seen one. You guys?
I'd go 5-0. 4-0 and 1, maybe.
I'll do a 4-0 and 1, I think.
It's not as good. Yeah, not as good as some of the others, but super thematic and awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you say 401, okay?
4-0 and
Todd,
1.
great name.
All right.
Great name, Dog.
It's the last name. I am still going to spin the wheel just for posterity's sake.
Spin. Oh,
Who's it going to be?
wheel.
It's
Oh,
Matthew
Martin.
Gunther.
You better be good, Maddie. Maddie. not recycle, but it's Ride the Lightning 2000. You ain't Metallica. Lower pin.
Is this Van Maddie?
That's Saskatoon Maddie, yes. Who's coming in with
Saskatoon
Esteban?
Maddie.
Maddie G. Ride the Lightning.
Yeah, I'd go lower bin.
I agree with that. Yeah. Okay. That's the end of the
AG.
Oh.
The names. So who are our 5-0s?
Yeah. He's got.
We'll start with our bottom. Bison shit is going to be Carson. Sorry. James, Noah, and Quinn. Recycle, we have a lot. I'm not even going through there. 5-0. Robin and Kendrick. We got BC coming in hot from 2 different areas of the province for 5-0s. Hey! Don't be doing that. You're in the bottom. You're in the Bison shit. You can't even see that high.
How dare you? I will take credit for them all I want. It's my show. Okay. How dare you?
You will hug Carson. You will hug James, Noah, and Quinn covered in Bison shit. Okay.
You know what? We'll like it.
I can stop some and get. I can stop on my way into the city on Saturday and pick up a bag.
Excellent.
Yeah, you will.
Awesome. Well, congrats to Kenrick and Robin on being our 5-0s. Do you guys have a preferred one out of those two?
Oof.
Uh,
The thing is, I really hope they grudge each other now, and then the winner of that wins it all.
I don't have a favorite out of the two, mostly because I don't want to pick a favorite between Kendrick or Robin because they're both lovely humans and I don't want either of them to dislike me. But that's because I am weak of spine.
Fair enough.
But
I think the only answer
is
is
scoliosis.
I think they're both names. I thought there were a lot of great names.
Yeah, I think the only answer is for them to grudge each other and see who wins. Otherwise, it's just they share the title for now.
Okay, I'll send a message out, and I hope it happens.
Yep, me too.
That will be a great first round too.
Yeah. All right, awesome. Well, that pretty much sums it up. I will see both of you guys this Friday. I'm going to be getting in at around like 2 p.m. ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pick you up. Are you all coming in together?
No, so 2 of us are coming in at 2 p.m. It's kind of so unfortunately John's coming in like really early, and then 2 of us are coming in at 2 p.m. and then the rest are coming at like 6 p.m. So it's not ideal. If you need us to
I'll
like
pick you all
Uber,
up. Let me know.
we'll figure it out later. But thank you.
7
very much.
minutes away. I got nothing to do all day. It takes hours.
Yeah, fair enough. Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, we'll let you know how it goes, and catch you next time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for having us, Carson.